Hi everybody, Russ on the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well. I've got my hat on, I've got my shirt on today. Come on, the boys. I just need my my wooden rattle. Anyway, I hope everyone's safe and well. Matchday live, West Ham, Man United versus West Ham. The teams are in. You must have seen them already. They're scrolling on the bottom there in terms of the West Ham team. But in terms of the starting lineup, this is who's starting for the mighty Hammers. So there we go. Strong lineup today. Obviously, the big news, 3 changes for the mighty Moyes' army. In Areola coming in for Fabianski. Thomas Souček starting from his bit of illness, COVID and whatnot. And probably the most significant, I think, maybe, is Zuma is back in the heart of the central defence. So there we go. We've got our back four. And yeah, I think it's pretty much, it's not about, let's have a look at Man United side. Matt's just joining us. Hello, Matt. Man United looking, oh, Matt's gone again. Looking as a United side, they do it really annoyingly. They do it in the numbers, in the order rather than positions. But I mean, the takeaway is they've got Greenwood, they've got Cristiano Ronaldo, and they've got Inang up front as a front three with a back four of Telles, Varane, Maguire, and Delo, and then they've got Fred, they've got Fernandes, and yeah, it's not a McTominay, so they've got, it looks like a 4-3-3 to be honest with them, but it's not a bad team for us as well. There we go, Matt. What? There you go. Hello, hello. I hear ya. Nope. Good start. Anyway, let's see who we've got in the chat. Good to see Souček, and yeah, indeed, hope Bowen doesn't have too much fun with Day last night. He's up for one at Old Trafford. How dare you? Exciting lineup. Is the word on the street is that Mr. Fabianski has COVID or had COVID, or that's the rumor, because he's not on the bench. Darren Randolph is on the bench. I wish Dixie was playing. He would nut Ronaldo if he was trying to have it large. East London styly. Fabianski must be injured. I believe it's COVID. COVID. Oh, Matt's, don't worry. I'm going to say to him, don't worry, mate. Drop on, come on second half if you want. Second half or something. If it's a problem. If it's a problem, I can hold the fort. I've got my hat on. I've got my shirt. Come on, you Irons. I don't get a chance to wear a West Ham shirt, obviously, when I'm at the ground, because I've got to sort of keep like neutral, so it's very rare that I actually wear a shirt, so it feels weird. Pete Cham, good afternoon to you. Frank's in. James is in. Good afternoon. I'm just going to zoom through. Anyone know where to watch it? I'm sure people will mention it, but we don't put any links here. Obviously, we don't want to get taken down. Aidan, hello, Rusty. Hello, son. Hope you're well, my friend. James, hello. Just simply Irons, indeed, Irons. Diop better than Dawson. I always thought it was going to be Dawson. He was going to pick, to be perfectly honest, because at the Leeds game he took off Diop, didn't he, for Dawson? When they were bringing on an attacking player. So I always thought that might have been an issue. That'd be happening indeed. So what are the predictions, guys? Come on. What do we think? I think it's an exciting lineup. It's probably our strongest lineup. Their bench is worth most. Yeah, let's have a look at their bench. They've got Henderson. They've got Phil Jones, Lingard, never heard of him. Mata, Matic, Van der Beek, Cavani, Martial, and Rashford. Not too bad, not too shabby, Alonso. On our bench, we have, let me just take off Scott's comment for a minute. We've got Randolph, Diop, Fredericks, Masuaku, Johnson, Kral, Noble, Vlasic, Yarmolenko. Not the most attacking options on the bench. No Ben Rama. I didn't think he'd featured, to be honest. I think he's still in France. I think. I know that Pep was saying about Riyad Mahrez that he wasn't going to be featured this week, and he actually had another week off as well. So there we go. Hey, there he goes. There he goes. The boys are back in town.
So what are you thinking? Like about some sort of technical difficulties, but.
It's not a West Ham Network show without any technical difficulties. Yeah. The ghost of Stell is still here. You know, he's in Manchester and Anton are in Manchester, but I can still sense them. I can still sense them here. Thoughts?
Surprise! I mean, first of all, I'm guessing Fabianski must have COVID.
I believe so, yeah, because he's not on the bench either. So,
you know, I've been crying out for months for Areola to start, and I gave up in the end. I was like,
It's just taken a world pandemic for it to happen. Ironically, because of everything that's happened in the last few days in terms of Fabianski giving a new contract, being announced to maybe have signed a new contract, his first potential game back since signing it, and he's not playing. There we go.
Well, it can only be good for Areola because I like Fabianski. He's been one of our best keepers for a long time.
Yeah.
But I think it's Areola's time. And I've been saying this for a little while.
Yeah, and I think
there's certain things that Fabianski always does very well. But there's certain things he doesn't. And there's certain things that he looks like when we brought Jaskalainen in. There's certain things he just won't do because he knows he can't do it, which is fine. But when you're supposed to be a team pushing for the top six, if you've got a keeper that can't come and get across and stays on his line most of the time, people are going to pinpoint it. You're going to struggle against it. I mean, I said in the preview last night, I think I've maybe been ultra critical, but having seen the goals back from Leeds last week, I thought maybe he should have done better with the first goal.
Yeah,
maybe. He looked like he probably should have got it.
Yeah, but maybe. Yeah.
We always say Moyes is loyal to his players that serve him well, and they'll only get dropped if they have like a run of bad games or like an injury.
Yeah.
But then if the player that comes in does well, then it's sort of their position to lose again. So if Areola has a very good game today, this could be the start of Areola taking over the first team spot.
Yeah, going on for many years. Who knows? You know, as you said, we do have the option to buy him at the end of the loan spell. 12, 30 million quid, whatever it was. So yeah, I mean, this could be. It's one of those things. It reminds me a lot of when Soufal was injured and Johnson came in, and then we were like, Johnson would have never got to that level of, because he played so well that Soufal couldn't get back in the squad, really.
Until he got injured.
Until he got injured, and then he came back in.
Yeah.
So it could happen the same with Areola as well. I mean, maybe the frustrating thing for Areola is obviously after today there's a 2-week gap. Although he probably would play against Kidderminster, I'd imagine, in the cup anyway.
Well, that'd be quite telling, won't it, to see where we are? Because if Fabianski starts against Kidderminster,
yeah. Good
then maybe he is being rewarded. But yeah, I think like you just said though, that is a thing about timing, that it's finally Areola's time, and we haven't got 3 games in a week.
No, we haven't got 3 games in a week.
One game, and we've got nothing for like 2 weeks.
And he's coming in.
It might be entirely relevant. He might play the one game and then it'll fade out of Moyes' mind because there is a gap in time.
There is.
And they come around again, right? Yeah, Fabianski's back in the first team.
Yeah. But I mean, also he comes in, as we know, he's coming in at the same time as obviously Zuma's back in as well. So, it's a fortunate time to come back in, because you're arguably playing with your best, one of your our best centre back.
There was no way he wasn't going to come back in, was there? Let's be honest.
No.
As soon as he was fit enough to play, he is like the number one centre back.
Of course. But I think,
I did catch your comments before I come on, and it's like, yeah. I said to Ant last night, I said, there's no debate. I said, for the most part, Dalton and Diop have been a solid partnership. Yeah. Yes, Diop may look like he may be out of form. But we pinpointed he's had about 4 or 5 different left backs next to him. So throws you off. You don't know who you're playing with. You don't know what their strengths and weaknesses are. Might have thrown Diop out. But I think today would have been a lot harder decision for Moyes. had he not had that performance last week.
Yeah. I mean, as you said, if they'd come back in and performed well, and we'd beaten Leeds again, maybe another clean sheet. That's a few in a row, a few wins in a row.
I honestly think you may have kept Diop in. Diop is the younger player.
But I just think it's Man United as well, and I think because that situation at the end of that Leeds game when he took off Diop, he could have easily taken.
You knew that was it. You knew that he was the one that was sacrificed.
I said literally because of that, Dawson's starting against Man United. So, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm excited. I won't lie. I'm shitting myself about Man United's bench, but.
I mean, we did. I won't give us we normally get the preview quite wrong, but we got one player wrong.
I know. You got the goalkeeper wrong, wasn't it?
The goalkeeper.
I think, to be honest, in all honesty, I mean, I'm looking at Stel sent me his prediction of the team, and he was one wrong as well. In that he just the goalkeeper, and again, it's Moyes'. There's very rarely, I think, apart from the Leeds game, which frustratingly would have been nice to have a twist in the lineup. There's always one twist, whether it is someone returning back from injury or someone having COVID, and this was the one. And obviously Moyes, he alluded to his press conference that they've had COVID, they have COVID, and we didn't necessarily know who he was talking about, but by all accounts, Mr. Fabianski. So obviously we wish him well, and he'll be back hopefully for contention for the Kidderminster game. So yeah,
which is the nicest way possible. If you was going to lose any of your first 11 players, it's probably one you could afford to lose the most.
I think
because of the cover we've got, because you've got Areola sitting there as a number 2.
Yeah, him or Soufal.
If we'd have lost, if the lineup come out today and it was like Bowen and Antonio both out with
exactly.
We wouldn't be sitting here with the same sort of optimism as you are that Fabianski, but we've got Areola's come in.
Yeah.
And Bowen and Antonio out, and you see frigging Masuaku and Vlasic just started.
But it's one of those perfect
Masuaku
games.
and Yarmolenko.
Yeah, it's one of those perfect games, though, isn't it? Where you have like after such a poor game against Leeds, that Man United at Old Trafford. It's not like Watford at home, it's so the team will naturally be up for it. You hope they'll be up for it already. So it's a good game to play, I think, in terms of what happened.
Well, it's just an old school typical West Ham, isn't it?
Yeah.
You play a team at home that you've battered like 5 games in a row. You put in an awful performance, riddled with mistakes, and you lose.
Yeah.
And then the next week you go to Old Trafford and put in a performance. West Ham.
It's the West Ham way, isn't it? It's the West Ham way, as we know fully, man. We know fully. What did you predict yesterday? 2-2.
I went for a Desmond. Only because I started predicting wins, and whenever I predicted wins, we started doing badly. So I've gone back to the Desmonds. I was predicting Desmonds at the start of the season. We was winning, so I've gone back to the Desmonds again.
But thinking about it, you predicted Desmond, fair enough. But also, you're looking at it now, and you pretty much predicted that team anyway. So I don't think there's going to be much difference than what you had predicted yesterday. Nothing's really changed, I don't think. Has anything in the United team surprised you?
Yes and no. Because like I said, we briefly spoke about Man United yesterday. I've got this at paper, so where is it? I had, from what they'd said, Ronaldo, Sancho, Cavani and Pogba as 50-50s.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo started, Cavani's on the bench, and there's no Sancho, no Pogba.
Yeah, no Sancho, or Pogba. Good shout. Yeah.
But it's Lindelof, Shaw, and Wan-Bissaka all out, and they are. So
yes.
The only surprise maybe was the fact that he's gone Ronaldo. Maybe the fact that he's gone so attacking.
Yes. Yeah, because he's
even made the comment. Radnerick made the comment himself that Dallo and Tellez aren't defensive fullbacks.
So it's a great shout, isn't it?
He himself said they're attacking fullbacks.
So that could be an area that we get to, because that's what we tend to do, isn't it? Go out wide and cross it in, and obviously then hopefully, as you said, if Tellez and Dallo are coming forward quite a bit, there should be space.
Maguire's not in great form, man, been injured.
No, exactly.
Ronaldo, he seems at end of his tethers with the manager himself.
Yeah.
The only problem for us is, of course, that Fernandes is starting to find some form.
Yeah. Yeah,
to
it
come around
is.
to play us.
It's always the way. Toby has finally become a West Ham Network member. Congratulations, Toby. Well, thanks for joining the member of Army. What else have we got? Right, got to go. All right, she's off. Hammeret's off. Fair enough. Getting this beautiful San Miguel waiting for me. Is that what you called him? Fair enough. Fair enough. Most of us have a bit of beer, a pint of beer, but now we have a beautiful San Miguel. Very good. What we got? Afternoon, everyone. Mark, hope you're well. Toby's Irons. He's actually now he's a member. He's all happy again now. I think I know you. The bench is not surprised me, but the benches are anything that I think could win or could really define the game. I think. Looking at those benches,
Man United's problem, looking at their problem thing, is that they cannot afford any problems at the back.
No,
like they have basically gambled on that back four is going to be fit for 90 minutes.
Yeah,
and no one's going to have a stinker.
Yeah,
like even with us against Leeds, the last 10 minutes, whatever it was, he pulled off Diop because he was having an absolute mare. Put Creswell inside and put someone else on. He's got Phil Jones.
Yeah,
and say Tellez pulls up, they're going to put Varane to left back? Well,
you'd have to. You think you'd have to, really?
They've got Matic, and then it's very, very. It's just. I'm shocked and surprised that Martial's on the bench, to be honest.
Well, shot window.
Considering the fact that he doesn't want to be there.
He's shot window.
He wants to leave. He was having a war of words in the press during the week with Ragnarik, because Ragnarik said he wasn't on the bench last week, but I would have liked it, but he refused to play. And he was like, I'd never refuse to play for Man United. I've been there 7 years. I've never wanted to. I don't want to play.
Don't want to play no more. But
and then he's on the bench again.
There's a guy who's playing for Man United on the bench after Jones. I haven't heard this guy. Is it Lingard?
Is he wearing a black and white shirt on the bench?
Lingard, yeah. Lingard.
Like a black and white striped shirt on the bench, isn't he?
Yeah, that's just asking for trouble, isn't it? Jesse Lingard on the bench, yeah. Or maybe
I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered.
Or maybe Jesse's going to get
wrong. If Ragnarik had any sense in him,
yeah,
he's one guy that if it's tight, like it was in the first game, he's a guy you would put on with 15, 20 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Because of the history and circumstances, and like football was built on it. People say it's not, but it is. In every game, there's always that, storybook moment of the player that was there.
Yeah, a bit of needle, isn't it? A bit of needle, isn't it?
But he has had no minutes. He's had no minutes.
No minutes.
I think he's played like less than 20 minutes underneath Ragnarik.
Well, it's ridiculous. The whole thing's ridiculous, isn't it? We know it's ridiculous, but also we know the fact that that Jesse is being like, it's almost like, I don't know. The whole thing's just really strange, and we know that.
I did see his brother made some weird comment about.
He made some weird
comments. I don't know what he was trying to get into.
He had some weird comments at Nicky at West Ham Fan TV. Yeah, having a war of words, which I find quite funny.
He's like, perhaps you need to start arguing with someone else, and it's like, if you read between the lines, and it is sort of complimentary West Ham, that Man United have gone, we don't want to sell to a top four, right?
Exactly, and I think
also,
and
not being funny, if we was in a relegation battle, would you want to sell someone to Norwich or Watford? No. It's like, I think the genius of Newcastle probably spent 10 million too much, but in relegation battles they went and bought their rival's best centre forward.
Very true. But I think with Lingard, maybe Lingard's getting a lift back home afterwards. He can just jump on the team bus on the way home, can't he? He's still got the gaff next door to Moisey, isn't he?
I don't think he's going to put West Ham.
No, I don't think. I honestly think he'll come to us he'll come to us in the summer. If Newcastle
even then, I did see this random rumor on Twitter the other day about what Man United, what Newcastle offered him.
Yeah,
and it was ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
They said they paid Man United £4.5 million loan fee for the rest of the season, so Man United get their money. They pay all his wages for the rest of the season, it's like £100,000 a week, and then they offered him this really weird deal that he got like a £10 million bonus if they stayed up.
Yeah. So basically,
then he gets like £150,000 a week.
Yeah, it's a signing on fee, but it's a bonus it's sort of a bonus, isn't it? If they stay up,
10 million. Yeah. Right, I'm not being funny. Even sitting there for me, he'd be mad to turn that down.
He would be. Again,
it's like when Ramsey went to Juventus, and they gave him like a £20 million signing on fee and just said, "We're going to pay you £200,000 a week."
Yeah.
But we're also going to pay you your bonus signing on fee is going to be £250,000 a week for the length of your contract.
Mental, isn't it?
So he was getting like 400 grand a week out of nearly because they had to pay him his signing on bonus every week as well. Like double your money.
It's just weird. I mean, the you know, by all accounts, what we've heard is his heart is set on coming to West Ham, but the trouble is, it takes two to tango. It takes three to tango, really.
Yeah, it's three, isn't it? That's the problem.
Plus, well, it's not even Jesse. Jesse really has not much to say about it because at the end of the day, if the club,
the problem is that he won't, and this is down to loyalty, and you can never begrudge loyalty. And he's a Man United kid. If he turned around tomorrow and went up to Ragnarok or the Glaziers, or I don't know who's just taken over from Ed Woodward, and said, I want to go to West Ham.
Yep.
Here's my transfer request. Will you let me go this window? They'd probably let him go. But he's too loyal as a Man United fan, Man United kid to turn around and put in a transfer request at Man United.
Yeah, because that's
so they're not going to. So they're going to say to West Ham, well, he's not pushing the issue. We're not going to push it.
Yeah,
you're not getting it. Which then, if you do want him, then you're going to have to wait another 6 months.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, for him, is that going to be too late? Like, there's a World Cup in November.
I mean, it's not even. I mean,
it's starting in August. The season it starts a couple of weeks earlier.
It's not just that, but it's November. I mean,
he's got 3 months. If he goes anywhere in the summer, he's got 3 months. He really needs to move now if he wants to make the World Cup in November. Because even now it's less than a year.
Well, because it's not even that. Because don't forget,
with like 2 months off season, you maybe like 6-7 months.
But also, they'll have the situation where they'll have to name the side by X, and you know,
October at some point, probably.
Not ex-employee, but you know, by an X date.
It's normally a couple of weeks out. You normally do like a month out, and then you have like a week or so to cull. You go like a 30-man squad, then you're a 32-man squad, and you want to cut it down to like a 23, 24-man squad.
Yeah.
And that's what you've got to do. So you're maybe talking 2 months. You're talking the start of October, maybe a month.
Great shout out what Luke Legend says. You know, in terms of loyalty bonuses, he'll lose a loyalty bonus usually if he asks for a transfer. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And it's not just a loyalty bonus for him in the money. I mean, it's probably mentally for him. Like, you know, if you think about it, what Mark Noble had a chance to go to Stoke years ago. Would Mark Noble ever put in a transfer request? I want to go to Stoke.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't.
No.
So. It leaves him in a difficult situation, but I mean, it is probably the only transfer of his career. So realistically, he's going to want big money, decent money.
It would be,
unless he does go to Newcastle, and then in case he probably go there for a year and then get kicked out a year later when they get bigger names.
And they get relegated, yeah, exactly. Or when a new manager comes in, doesn't fancy.
If they let's be real, like they signed Chris Wood, and they've signed him pretty much for like an 18-month contract. They've given him 2.5 years, but his job is to go and score 7 to 12 goals between now and the end of the season, stabilise them, get him a season next year where they finish like mid-table, and then he'll be out the door because they'll bring someone better in.
They'll bring someone better in. Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, obviously, you know, at Old Trafford, it's never, particularly in the league, it's not a very useful hunting ground for us as well. Importantly, it's worth saying that. Obviously, we beat them in the League Cup earlier in the season, which was a good game.
And given the fact that Moyes has never won.
Yeah,
is it top 4 or top 6 club?
Yeah, it's
away from home
in 64 appearances or something like that. In 64 times,
top 4 or the top 6.
Away from home.
I did see the stat floating about this morning.
Yeah, but hopefully
he's never won away. The only time he's won away was that game earlier this season in the League Cup.
Yes. Yeah, that's his first time. But it doesn't matter. First time rules are meant to be broken, isn't it? And I said, obviously, you know, we've you know, stranger things have happened at sea. You know, we had obviously old Paolo. Yeah, although that was in the FA Cup, but still.
Oh, that was I still remember that. I don't make people. I remember watching that as a kid.
I remember watching that at university, laughing at my friends. I remember that.
And then we had. I still don't understand.
But I don't understand what
Bartes doing.
Exactly.
He just stood like it's like he was playing Russian roulette.
Yeah,
like,
never got
he's standing there holding his hand up like, no, you're offside. Like, who's going to bluff first?
Mental.
Unfortunately, he was trying to put it on Di Canio, and Di Canio was like, I ain't falling for your bluff.
And also remember, and obviously, you know, the last time would have been this, wouldn't it? Being Tevez. We beat them in the league, wouldn't
Possibly,
it?
Probably.
It probably was, yeah. Obviously, the Great Escape year, and obviously, it's always at Man United. Don't forget the old Payet free kick. What a free kick against United.
That was
Look at
Fellaini. That was a draw.
Yeah, that was one of his awesome free kicks, wasn't it?
That was a draw that took us back to Park.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, end of the day, it's you know, the boys are in the dugout. I've got the right shirt on today, which is good. Although mine doesn't have a sponsor. I don't usually wear. I was saying, Matt, before, I don't usually wear football shirts to football because I'm usually working, so I can't really throw a cup. It feels weird.
You say that, surely like you're the only one that should be turning up. Like because I like even went to the Leeds game, and all right, they're kids. They were kids. They were like 7, 8, 9 years old. But like I was walking up to my seat and there was a kid in a Charlton tracksuit. I think maybe he's in their academy or something. But like I saw a kid with a Charlton tracksuit. I think I saw a kid in like a Swindon tracksuit on, and I was like,
a lot of them are in their academies, aren't they? Speaking of academy, James Farmer, if he's in the chat, his son would have played in the Foundation game today. How did they get on? Let us know, mate. His son plays the West Ham Foundation.
But surely you're the only one that should be turning up in like a football shirt.
Well, it should be, yeah. But it's like, we have to, No, I couldn't get away with it. I'd love to.
Surely they should be giving you like, I don't know, one of them, the nice training polos or like a button-up shirt with a badge on it.
I've got a nice.
They should be giving you one of them to wear.
Yeah, I should do. I've got a
couple of polos in there.
Got me one nice one last
time. Season sales.
Yeah, they got me one nice one last time. I remember that because I did them a bit of a favour, and they said a nice zip up thing, which is quite nice. But yeah, looks like West Ham are in the tunnel. Man United aren't they yet? Oh, they're not coming out yet. West Ham are just coming out now. Lanzini at the back. There we go. Lanzini at the back.
Enjoyed his prawn sandwich.
Anton enjoying his prawn sandwich with Freddie. Anton's there with young Freddie. Declan Rice leads out the boys. Club laid on 3 coaches, buzzing on the way back. Defo. Fair enough. Fair play.
Oh, speaking of coaches, not related to West Ham, but I did see this news the other day. Crystal Palace drew, is it Harrogate in the FA Cup?
Yes.
And it's at Palace?
Yes.
But it's not on TV?
No.
So Harrogate are going to miss out on all that TV money?
Yes.
So Palace are subsidising Harrogate's fans' travel.
Yeah, because haven't they sold out their away
like
allocation?
Fans.
Yeah,
it's like 4,000,
isn't it? Fair play.
But Palace have basically paid for like half or 3/4 of the travel. So each fan, if they get the official club travel down to the game, the return coach is £12.50.
Oh, fair play to them.
Which I thought was a nice touch. From I suppose people would say the Premier League teams are only out for themselves, but I thought, no, it's fair play. It's a decent touch since they won't get any TV money.
Oh, fair play to them. No, I think more clubs, the bigger clubs, should do that for the smaller clubs. That's for sure. I mean, but I think I've seen the ticket news of Kidderminster. Isn't it £35 a ticket for Kidderminster or something like that? Seems a bit steep, doesn't it? But it is. But then they just say Kidderminster, and they're going to get a TV money because it's going to be on BBC anyway, as well.
I couldn't begrudge a little team trying to charge the money.
Sorry, James. A 1-0 loss to Chatham. I do. Oh well. Hope he's well. Hope he played well anyway. So looks like they're just starting to doing the formalities at Old Trafford. They look like a bit of train issues for some people. They were on the rail replacement.
Man United fans.
Yeah, but apparently there's more Man United fans at Euston than West Ham fans. That's what I was told. But yeah, I really hope that that it's that Fabian's a bit. It's going to be interesting as well because I think we've got that experience now with Zuma, particularly at that pace, particularly against Ronaldo. That's going to be really interesting, I think. And obviously Souček back as well, which I think is going to make a huge difference. And then Lanzini can play at 10.
Again, I don't want to toot my own horn, but we done the preview for the Leeds game last week.
Yeah,
I know we had Luke on as well, and I said I'll play Crow in there. And he was like, no, I'll play Lanzini.
Yeah.
And I was like, if we play Lanzini, we will get overrun. I said the same thing today.
Yeah.
I was like, if you play Lanzini in that number 10 spot, playing it against teams that sit back, it doesn't hurt to have one holding midfielder and one creative deep line player. But when you're playing the better teams that keep the ball well and attack you, you need that solidity in the midfield. And it showed you how much, even though people were saying that Souček's been off his game this season, showed you what a difference he makes because they just all game, didn't they? They just ran through that midfield at will.
Yeah, and I think, to be honest, I think everyone was exactly the same. Everyone sort of said the same thing apart from David Moyes, it seems. in terms
even
of that.
as the game was going on, I got to half time and I was like, surely he's going to bring Crowell on.
Surely, yeah.
15,
But
20 minutes to go, I was like, bring Crowell on. Once I got back to 2-2, I was like, right,
it was fine against Norwich.
I was like,
We
you
got
know
away
what?
with it at
Even if
Norwich.
you put on, like, I don't know, who was it, like, if it was Alessi on the bench or something, like, even if it was a defender, and he put him on, said to him, just sit in the middle.
Into centre, or Diop to move into centre CDM. He's played there. He's been doing that in training. Hasn't he played.
I was like, just maybe
front
just
of
something to solidify the midfield, but
yeah,
at least again, Souček's back today, so
make a big difference, huge
and
difference.
then hopefully we can crack on and get some transfers done.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think basically it's going to go a little bit mental in the next 2 weeks
because everyone's got most people got 2 weeks off,
and they kick off. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah,
is it South American internationals?
South American internationals and the Central America internationals. So
Because I thought maybe it was the playoff, but they're not until March.
No, because Antonio's out, isn't he? He could be playing potentially. Lanzini got into the big squad, but didn't get into the actual squad. So he's got 2 weeks off.
But at the same time, I'm kind of not upset.
Yeah, I mean it's great. It's great to see. It's great that he's had some recognition, but not enough.
It just shows him that look, we have actually still got our eye on you if you do put performances in.
Yeah, no, exactly.
At the same time, though, considering that he'd had so long without a consistent run of form, the fact that he's got so many games just gone off the start might be nice for him to get a bit of rest.
Yeah,
because he hasn't really. It's been, I would say, years since he's had a run like this in the team. Probably since Moyes was last in charge.
Probably even before then, I reckon, in terms of a consistent run in the team. Definitely. I mean, it's very difficult to have that consistency with Lanzini for once, and as I said, before, when he obviously the best he played was when he was playing against Payet, and then when he came back, it was Payet wasn't there, and he was the one who he thought was going to be, the rough diamond, and
I saw a stat today, and it was like the most chances created in the last decade, and Payet was still top of it.
Yeah,
like obviously I saw across all games, but it was like 970 something chances or something created in the last decade.
That's crazy. What was the stat I saw? What's the stat I saw? I took a picture of it. Where is it?
Always going to be hard to replace that.
Yeah. I mean, the Declan Rice stat, where he was the total carrying,
most carries in Europe,
in Europe, but he doesn't get forward, does he? Sideways. Doesn't get forward enough, does he? Bless him.
Yeah. He only goes sideways though, so it doesn't matter.
So anyway, we've kicked off at Old Trafford. There's a few niggly fouls by Man United at the moment. Apparently so. I've just asked. I've just texted Tom Clark from Football London, and apparently all will be found out at the end of the game. So there we go about him. So there we go. Declan Rice has got the ball. No, and it's a bit of pressure by West Ham on the right hand side. Yeah. Bowen's got the ball. I don't know. Well, I'm not even bothered doing a time check, Matt. I'm not as anal about it.
I'm quite close to you because you started talking. I was like, oh yeah, it is.
I'm 3 minutes and 11 seconds, 12 seconds, 13 seconds.
You're 2 seconds in front.
Perfect.
We're doing well.
That's great. That's actually, Declan Rice, another marauding run because he doesn't go forward enough.
Keeps the ball off the toes of trying to see who that was.
McTominay,
maybe Bruno
Fernandes. Poor pass by Dawson, and it's gone out to Greenwood. Greenwood's cut inside.
Open space.
Oh, been blocked.
Good block by Zuma. It's a poor pass from Dawson. He's really got away with one there.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
It was a simple pass as well. Simple cross, just a 15-yard pass across the midfield, one centre back to the other, and he cut it massively short. Yeah. Intercepted by Bruno Fernandes. Done well. Played the option to Greenwood. Greenwood just took too long on the ball, cut inside. And between Souček and Zuma, they managed to squeeze it out.
And that's the thing, because you've got Zuma there now, where before it was him and Diop. So there is that sort of ability to mop up that, so you will hopefully see a better Dawson's playing the Diop role today. Indeed. Indeed, bless him. And that's the issue. That's the issue.
Wow. Sorry, it's just I've got Soccer Saturday on in the background.
Yeah.
Stoke Fulham after 2 minutes is 1-1.
But Fulham had, isn't it 50? Isn't it the first time in 80 odd years that they've won? They've scored 6 league goals in 3 consecutive games or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, it's something crazy. And I think they're actually top. I did see a stat. They're top of all the teams in Europe for goals scored this season.
Mental.
I think second was Bayern Munich.
We'll just get Fabio Govallo for £5 million in January. It's sorted. All sorted. Just got the 5 minute mark, 0-0. Reasonably even, first 5 minutes. No floodlight injury, issues here. Matt's
Hopefully
gone. He'll
not.
be back on. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm here. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I'm here. You see me?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, unlike Watford, no floodlight issues. That was brilliant. Honestly, that Watford game was hilarious last night.
I was
So
watching
funny.
it doing the preview, and I was just like, I was watching the background, and I was like, they were just. Apparently, he might be getting sacked. He's only been there 3 months.
Oh, he's definitely gonna get sacked. Not there's no way about it. He's definitely getting sacked.
I just think even when he come in, like they look very good going forward, Watford.
Do you know what? I think they look fantastic. I thought João
But
Pedro looked
defensively,
brilliant.
They just, they bought 3 left-sided players. They bought a left mid, a left back, and a left centre mid.
But
and they all started the game.
Samir, that was one of the guys that I mentioned in my who should we get to replace Diop?
Yeah.
And he played a
And he looked solid.
West Ham inside the West Ham half, into the Man United box. No. Tackled.
He overran it. Maguire just blocked him out. He was waiting for an option to appear, wasn't he, Bowen?
Yes.
Because sometimes you carry the ball enough, someone else makes a movement or a defender slips up somewhere, and
exactly
an easy option appears. But maybe he should have had a go. He sort of ran himself down the cul-de-sac, didn't he?
Apparently, one of the person who scored for Stoke was Sean Wright-Phillips' son.
Oh, that makes you feel old, doesn't it?
Well, listen, Sean Wright-Phillips still having his medical with Ida Good-Johnson. That's what I've heard for us. And Carlos Bacca. We haven't had one of them for ages. We need another one of those sort of people that we're never going to sign. Maybe it's going to be Jesse Lingard. So,
Yeah, it is. There you go, Jesse Lingard.
Or
Milenkovic.
What's it?
Gabigol. We signed him for about 5 years, haven't we?
Yeah.
He was signing for about 5 years.
He went away, went all quiet, and then Rob Newman came back. I mean, you should get his Gabigol guy. It looks quite good. West Ham playing the ball out the back. Very slight. Oh, well done to Sufa for keeping that ball in from Zuma.
That was Dawson.
Was it Dawson? Sorry.
Yeah, again.
We're getting overrun in the midfield a little bit at the moment.
It's a very hectic,
bitty. Very
start.
bitty.
Yeah, and neither team has really got complete control of this game yet.
Yeah, Man United have got a free kick just outside the box. Very sloppy.
I mean, free kick. I see it again.
Oh yeah, but you know that's what you're going to get with them, though, don't you?
It's a poor touch from Soufal, and then Bruno comes on the far side of him. But
it's Ian Wright. Sean Wright-Phillips will be Ian Wright's grandson.
He's
of course. Oh, that's weird. Oh dear. God,
it was a silly foul. He did just get himself in front.
Right, and, so 8 minutes gone. Free kick, about 30 yards out.
Ronaldo's to take.
One of the annoying Portuguese people will try and take the shot. Ronaldo hits the wall. It's gone straight back out. Greenwood's got the ball inside the West Ham box. He's jinking around, deflected out for a Man United corner. See, I told you, Frank. I told you. Samir was a good player. We should have got him. Udinese, left-sided. We'd have got an absolute bargain. Brazilian, 27, I want to say. Would have been a good shout for us. But anyway, he played very well yesterday until they lost 3-0 against Watford. Against Norwich.
I mean, it was a game of very tight decisions, and they lost the decisions.
Corner and headed straight out. Cool, Vanya. I didn't even hit the front post. Declan Rice, he's got very, very slick back hair today.
Bruno's got a picture of Mark Noble on his wall. That's what that corner was. He's seen the Mark Noble compilation of corners and thought, I'll try that.
He does, yeah. He's got the DVD.
He's hit the first man. He's like, yeah.
Standard. Right, West Ham need to just calm down a little bit. I think poor pass by Zuma.
Even in whole, even Man United aren't really passing the ball that well.
No,
it's just
very,
at the moment we can't actually make the ball even there from Zuma.
This is reminiscent of like the game that will happen in 2 weeks' time when we haven't played for 2 weeks. We don't seem to have. Man United have already played this week. Yeah, we haven't played for a week. We're slow. We're always slow at getting at the blocks. That's for sure. But Moyes said, it was good to have a couple of extra days rest.
We don't start well. We never start well.
We never start well. We never start well.
And this isn't a Moyes problem either.
Yeah.
I think a couple times season we might actually score inside the first 10 minutes, but percentage-wise, the games we don't start well is very more overwhelmingly leaning towards we don't start well, and it's been a problem since Bilic.
We've never, I think it was Wolves last year when Antonio started like a man possessed for half an hour, and that sort of got the whole team going. But that was, can't really think of many situations where we've come out of the blocks.
It does generally take us about 20 minutes.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
to get going in any game.
And obviously, and as Scott's alluded to, and I think
even there, that touch from Creswell, like how did he manage to nutmeg himself?
But I mean,
Zuma's put it out for a throw in.
It's clear that we're trying to do a slightly higher press for their defence as well, which you think with Maguire, you want to get on him straight away. But yeah, so
Fred on the halfway line. Fred, they're ones you can get out. Fred and McTominay.
Definitely, that's where it's going to be one. I think Souček and Dex against them two, no contest.
Like if I have a cheeky accumulator of yellow cards, so I pick 4 games, I go 1 yellow card in each game.
Yeah, McTominay.
It's definitely. Always if they've got a Man United to play, and it's do I pick Fred or McTominay? Because the only time you don't pick them is if Matic starts.
Yeah,
because one of them, if not both of them, will get booked every single game.
Yep.
I mean, he's just come back from for a ban, isn't he, McTominay?
I think he has. Yeah, he's only come back today, isn't he? Brilliant. Love it. So Man United
are starting to get a bit of hold.
Yeah, they're starting to play
get
poor pass and Dallo.
I mean, we look like we're set up in a 4-4-2 at the moment.
Yeah.
Like the low block for a 4-4-2.
All right, bit of ball now. Souček's got the ball. Is he going to get? It goes McTominay. Oh, Souček hits the ball for McTominay. Soufal just hoofs it. There we go. Very good. Out for a Man United goal kick. Fair enough.
Did he see? I'm trying to work out. Did he see De Gea off his line, or was he just trying to annihilate the guy in front of him and get a throw?
On target? Does that not on target? Is that a shot? I don't know.
That's what I mean. Did he try and pull off like a Charlie Adam, and he just saw De Gea 15 yards off his line and thought, I'm just going to put my foot through this and see what happens?
Have it, yeah. I wonder how.
Or was he trying to win a throw in and take the guy's head off and just absolutely missed him? And it's just, I don't know. Again, we haven't settled. Man United is finally starting to get into the rhythm of the game.
Starting to get the ball midfield, aren't they? So to hold it a little bit better. Apart from very poor kick from De Gea there, they've managed to get a little back heel to keep it alive. McTominay's got the ball in the centre.
I don't know who that was that's trying to walk out. That's poor.
Yeah.
Trying to shield it out.
Very poor. Let him have this. Let him have it. Fernandes got the ball just outside the West Ham box. Ronaldo's got the ball, takes a shot, but it gets deflected, gets charged down, and then Antonio's got the ball and he's running on his own. Maguire tackles him, but I mean Antonio ran the whole, right up to the Man United box, and then Maguire got a foot in, as you could probably imagine.
I mean, he's carried it a long way.
He did, but there was no option. He was literally.
And that was a good way of getting the ball out. Relieving the pressure. The only fortunate thing is that position there. Once he got it, he should have just tried to knock it past because Maguire's not quick in the slightest. You could just knock it round him.
I think his control let him down there as well. Just literally as Maguire came along. Throw from West Ham and he falls over. He slips over the West Ham player. Oh dear! And it's gone out for another West Ham throw on, just in line with the Man United.
Who's that, Lanzini? Yeah, Lanzini.
Yeah. Has Antonio been teaching the team ball control this week? Does play look like it?
Hope not.
It was a throw into the box. Souček a little knock on, but to no one. And then
you know what? I saw one of them accounts on Twitter in the week. It might have even just been yesterday. And it was on this day, and it was a game. And a couple of years back, we beat Borough 3-1.
Yeah.
And Andy Carroll scored 2 goals. The game Caleri scored. And one of the goals, Andy Carroll scored a rebound from a shot from about 3 yards out. But I realised the shot come from Antonio from 25 yards.
Yeah, it's been here a long time.
And it was actually on target. And I was like, is that the last time he had an on-target shot from outside the box?
Well, it's funny. I know. It sounds like Traore is going to Spurs. I think it's 7.7 million quid. And
Yeah.
but he is exactly the same age that that Antonio was when he signed for West Ham.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you see, and until
He's been
probably the
around quite a
last
while,
two,
probably.
he has been around for about 7 years now, I think. And until lovely little run around there, but no, straight out from the defender, West Ham defender. Until the last 2 years, he'd probably scored about 20 odd goals in about 20, almost 20, 25, 20 something like goals in 4 or 5 seasons. And then he banged, couple of 10 goals in, and now he's our top Premier League goal scorer of all time.
Yeah. Moyes scored like 20, maybe 30 goals in like 5 years, and then Moyes went,
yeah,
go play up front. He banged 30 goals in like
you
2
play
seasons.
like wing back and right wing and right back. Why don't you just go up front? It's like, yeah, why not? Yeah.
And you know that you're kind of big and bulky and you've got some pace about you. Why don't you just go play up front?
Just go up front and
I'm
just
sure
run
you'll
at a
cause some
defender
problems.
and just see what happens. Man United got the ball in the West Ham half, playing it from left to right. Little low crossing by Tellez. Not Tellez. Yeah, it was Tellez. And straight out by West Ham. Oh, what was that? He kicked him?
You know, it'd be like if we, a couple of years back, if we'd signed Shaqiri from Stoke instead of Liverpool, you can imagine that Moyes would be like, put him up front because he was that sort of stocky,
Like low
handle
centre of
himself.
gravity. Yeah.
Moyes going like, just go play up front.
It's like it's like the kid at school. Yeah, you're fast. It's like a rugby. You're fast. You can go on the wing. That's literally what it was.
Well, wasn't it like during the start of the season that Diop was doing centre forward practice?
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Like, you're big and bulky. You got a bit of pace about you. Go play up front.
Try up front.
I mean, that was Stuart Pearce, wasn't it? He was Man City manager.
Yeah.
And he chucked David James on up front.
Yeah.
And killed was it Jamie Mackie?
Yes.
He, killed his career. Jamie Mackie was like, we were chasing the last game of the season. We needed a win to
big J-Mo.
Get Europe or something. I think they were like, if they won, they finished 6th, and they were chasing the game. And we need a goal. And he's thinking, Jamie Mackie's like, I'm going to come on. He's get the centre forward on, and I'd see them pull out an outfield shirt with David James' number on the back.
It's like, but we were the same with Henry Lansbury. So centre, the reserve team goalkeeper must be been really pissed off when Big Sam would put Henry Lansbury.
Yeah, we're not putting the goalkeeper on the bench. Why not? Well, Lansbury can do it. So,
Lansbury can. Yeah,
anyone can play in goal.
Phil Jagielka did the same thing, didn't they? I think Sheffield United just put Jagielka on in the squad for the same reason.
Didn't Jenkinson play in goal once as well?
Who?
Jenkinson. Did he play in goal once?
No, Julian Dix did definitely as well. When someone got sent off, I don't think Jenks might have done. Jenks might have done. Who's now at? He's gone the A League, isn't he? Old Carl Jenkinson.
Off to Australia.
Yeah, off to Australia.
Be warmer out there.
Lovely out there.
Get a bit of suntan.
Lots of West Ham. Diamante plays out there. Obviously, Richie Garcia is in charge of
Perth. Shot there. Apparently, he must be chucking it down at Man United.
Looks like it's raining. What a shame. Obviously, Anton won't know that it's raining because he's in the corporates.
I was about to say he won't know the difference because he used to rain anyway.
Because he's from Scotland. Yeah. This is like a summer's day to Anton.
Yeah. Man United playing out from the back again. I think it's that Maguire out on the wing.
Bobby Moore saved the penalty. There we go. You see, good knowledge. Why not play Antonio on the right wing and Bowie in centre forward? Oh, that's interesting. I'm surprised. That's why I always thought that there was a credence in the Traore links, because I could see them adding another wing player and just moving Bowen round. He has been playing more centuries. Last few goals have been strikers' goals, headed in 6-yard boxes.
Conte wants him to play wing back, doesn't he?
Really? Well, he's Conte be at Man United in the summer, won't he? Surely he'll have enough for Tottenham. Weekly, Anton won't feel the rain as he is above the clouds. He is so big. It's very true. Very, very tall man. Very tall man. He'll be at Watford.
Long ball in behind.
He'll be at the Watford game.
Back. Bruno on the wing.
Bruno in just
Tellez. 1-2 with Fred.
In. Oh, gee. Oh, woof. Cross from, I think it was Tellez into the box. Ronaldo pretty much free header and missed it.
It's a phenomenal cross. I don't see it again.
Gets
It was
nothing on it. Completely misses it.
Miles onside as well.
header.
Creswell lets him go.
Yeah.
Any
Cresswell
contact on that ball there? I think that was
That's a
Bruno
goal.
Fernandes on his right foot. Whips it in.
Yeah. Any contact,
Any
that would have been a
contact,
goal.
it was a goal.
He found the gap between Zuma and Cresswell, and
Off the back of Zuma in front of Creswell.
yeah, best chance
And from a nothing game, that is a big chance. Well, from what it's been, I say nothing game. It'd been a very quiet game, hasn't it? It's been
very bitty, niggly game. That was the best chance. 20 minutes in.
Will that bring the game into life? That's a foul.
I think it may do. Might bring the fan base quite quiet. It does seem very quiet at Old Trafford. You can hear the West Ham lot singing. Not so much the Old Trafford lot, but maybe that's giving them something to sing about now. Just a flick of hair, Joe. Indeed, little. If he'd spiked his hair instead of having it slick, that would have been him.
Might have been it. Yeah.
Might have been him.
Did have those extra long studs on to launch him off the turf?
Just a little bit, yeah. That's all he needs. Man United on the attack again. Ronaldo out to the box. Elanga header from header from Dallo, who's somewhere for some reason was in the box.
Yeah,
completely wide. Nothing.
Oh, as Ragnarik said, he's not a defensive fullback.
No, he's
a very attacking fullback.
He's got up front.
He's very high. I mean, look how high up the pitch is. Maybe Man United worked on it because look where Fornals is and look where Dallo is. But at the same time, if he loses that header and Creswell wins it, Fornals has a lot of running room in front of him. But yeah, I mean, that's one very good chance, 1-0 chance. I mean, that was like very high and wide. But that's nearly 22 minutes in, and it's the only really two chances of the game.
Yeah, real chance of the game for both sides. Luke says there, looks like they're targeting Soufal. It does look like a lot's going down the left-hand side, that's for sure. And it's a free kick to Man United. There's a bit of nothing foul there from Bowen.
Miscontrolled, didn't he? And Maguire just... The thing is, right, I always see these positions. I think surely when you're backing in, ball has to be a certain distance away from you for it to still be you're in possession of the ball.
Yeah.
Because by the time that John Moss has given the foul there, the ball's about 5 yards away from Maguire. You're like, well, how is he still protecting the ball? That's just obstruction.
I totally agree. I totally agree.
It's Old Trafford, so you're not going to get it anyway.
It's Old Trafford. 5 attempts for Man United, 1 for West Ham. If they can't, when's the one attempt? Is that Soufal?
It'll be that surely.
Punt from the halfway line.
Soufal's clearance from like just inside his own half.
Yeah, so that's our shot on target. It's not on target, that's our shot. Man United have had 5, but I don't think any of them have been on target.
No.
So it's we just need to get a foothold on this game and just hold the ball for 20 minutes.
It's again, we're doing the thing we always do where we're just too respectful.
It's just hanging. Yeah, I think we should really. I mean, Rice and Souček should be really going at Fred and McTominay, and just really just like.
And Fred's really moaning about something. I don't know what he's unhappy about.
Oh, he's always moaning. It's like, and Antonio and Bowen need to be, really pressuring when they get the ball back to De Gea. He's always got a mistake in him, and Maguire as well. And also Maguire's one of those people who make a mistake and then foul the person. So the chances are it's double jeopardy almost with him, really. Soufal's definitely one of the most underrated. He is Hazard, but there's no denying the fact that United are literally keeping it. Everything's going down that right-hand side.
Well, I suppose maybe it's like maybe they feel that Greenwood had that half chance, didn't he, at the start, and got blocked out. Maybe they're like, oh well, they defended that side quite well. We'll go down the other side instead. Does seem to be they're just targeting that side more, but.
That might be naturally how they play as well. And it's one of those things. My worry from Scott comes when Antonio's knackered. But Antonio is knackered literally as soon as he walks on the pitch, he looks knackered. The warm-up knackers him out. That's what we do, isn't it? But he hasn't played all week, so we'll see if that makes any difference. Just can't get into the game. Totally agree. Intercepts. Well done, Cresswell, cutting out that ball.
Dummy, did he just well played as well? It was a dummy from, I think, was it Souček dummied it for Bowen?
Like
and
yeah.
It actually sold Bowen the dummy. I don't think Bowen expected the dummy.
No. Lanzini's dropped deep and controlled possession. No, but I just don't. Yeah, maybe going to a 3 in the midfield, a little bit in deep line. But I think then you missed something, unfortunately. Tyler's internet's not working, but he can manage to get YouTube, so fair play. Very impressive. How's the game? It's not very good, Tyler. Let's be honest, 25 minutes.
I think
neither side.
If he's on his phone, I mean, I know some internet like mobile service providers don't count social media apps as your internet, do they?
No. Good on you.
If you do like certain amount of gig or whatever of data on your phone.
Yeah, stick with us. We'll keep the game.
Still work anyway.
Playing a bit of football in the midfield now. We've got the ball.
We've got a bit of a hold of the ball. Yeah.
Out to Aaron Cresswell.
25 minutes. We said we don't play 20 minutes, do we? Take this 20 minutes to wake up.
I know. Yeah, just made them like a fish out of water. Fornals needs to get more into this game. This game is made for Fornals. That sort of dynamic midfielder, definitely. All I can hear is West Ham singing. All I can hear is the boys singing.
Who's that in the crowd?
That's Dennis Law. Doesn't look very. Yes, geez, he looks. I think he has cancer or something. It doesn't look very well at all.
It's just I haven't got the sound on. There was a picture of Lanzini. You had Lanzini on the screen, and then they didn't on the screen. And I was like, "Who's that supposed to be?"
Dennis Law.
I was like, "That's supposed to be someone from like the Argentina South or something."
Oh no. West Ham. Oh, come on. West Ham, just hold on to the ball for 5 seconds, please. Thank you. 5 seconds. Antonio's got, and then he just passes it. Just pass it to Man United. Don't bother tackling us. We'll just pass it to you. It'll be a lot easier.
He tried to play 1-2 with who is that?
Himself. Yeah, he played.
He's trying to play the Man United. He's trying to play 1-2 off the Man United player.
Unbelievable, Jeff. Oh, passing his way off. Come on, son. I know. I mean, there was talk of people wanting Johnson to play on that right hand side. I think Soufal to me is more the defensive sound choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't. What time we're on? About 27 minutes so far, Tyler. 27 minutes, 0-0.
Oh,
Ethan says, why isn't Johnson not on instead of Soufal? I think it's a defensive thing. I think, to be honest.
I think out of Soufal and Johnson, Soufal's the better defender. However, if you put obviously like Masuaku into that, West Ham just can't keep the ball.
Very poor, very poor.
There's a very intricate set of like 1-2 touch passes in the middle, like 3-on-3, and Lanzini's tried to spread it wide.
Well, Man United just took a throw on and beat 3 West Ham players with the throw on, which is very impressive.
Can we get Man United's throwing coach? Can we employ him? Because that's like the best throwing we've probably taken in about 4 years.
That's the best play we've had all day, and it's a throw on.
Because it wasn't just let's stand around for 30 seconds and then wait for
and then just throw it, and then just throw it at someone who's already tackled, he's already marked. That's the one thing.
Like the Leeds game, and this bloke was sitting to me moaning every time that Leeds had a throw in. Because how long are they taking? And I said to him, I was like, mate, how are you moaning about them?
Yeah.
Look at our throw-ins. We're taking about 45 seconds.
And then we'll do a foul throw, which winds me up. It's not hard to do a throw.
Soufal got away with about 6 of them in the Leeds game.
He just does that.
He's like throwing them like here. You're like,
it's almost like that. That always winds me up. And I don't know what people's fascination. West Ham playing at the back. Just lump it out, boys. Just don't stop playing around the back. Although we've kept the ball quite well there. There we go. Well played. There we go, Russ. What do I know?
It worked quite well.
It's quite well there. I say just lump it. But also, like with throw-ons, the thing that always winds me up as well is why do they always feel the necessity to throw it up to Antonio?
This is the thing I've said. I understand there's time to throw it to him. If we're like on the attack and they clear the ball to the halfway line, and you've only got like the only people on the halfway line is the centre backs.
Yeah,
you don't need to like just leave the ball and wait for Cresswell to jog 40 yards back to the ball to take the throw in to Antonio again.
Yeah,
just throw it to the other centre back and get going.
Just throw it and carry on. Yeah, that's what I mean. Or just throw it backwards. To
like,
keep
it's like Moyes has said. The only thing you're allowed to do with throw it is throw it to Antonio.
All out wide to Cresswell. He's got a bit of space to run into. Yeah, but for us, I never see why.
Apart from the other, what was it the other week we were doing it? I don't know what game it was. where instead what they were doing, Creswell.
Yeah, too much.
The other week
Too
where we were doing it, and was it like they were throwing it into someone and he was just turning and volleying it like halfway across the pitch?
See, I wonder how many. I'd love someone to do some
That's like
analysis.
our only variation of a throw-in.
Yeah, how many times we lose the ball from a throw-in, from our own throw-in? Countless.
I would
times.
say 9 times out of 10.
Countless times.
Like, I'm not being funny. If I'm like a lower league, well, that's a bit of a naughty tackle.
Yeah, that was.
If I'm like we're going to, we've got the game, Kidderminster game.
Yes.
If I'm them, I'm telling them, if you can't get anything going on the attack, just kick it down towards the corner flag.
Yeah.
And then push everyone forward up for the throw-in.
It's just like playing five-a-side, isn't it?
It's rugby, isn't it? It's rugby tactics. Don't play the ball. Yeah. Play the possession on the field.
Yeah.
Don't worry about actual possession. Play the possession on the territory.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, it's got to be a 50-50 whether we keep that ball or not. Like, it's not guaranteed.
Honestly,
we take a throw in.
I'm gonna have to.
You watch everyone else take a throw in, and they literally like barely ever throw it away.
Yeah.
Whereas
we
do
always
it, and it's
do.
like,
We always do. It's not much happening, to be honest. It's a bit of back and forth. Ariola's got the ball. He's going to clear it. Probably Antonio's going to misheader it.
I want to header to no one because no one
and the ball goes back to Man United. There we go.
You know what? I feel sorry there for Antonio because it's like they're kicking it up to Antonio.
He's got nothing. He's got no.
No one's actually gambled on him winning the header.
It almost looks like they're Antonio's got the ball in midfield. He gets fouled. Yeah, we get a foul from McTominay. A quick throw, a quick free kick. Has done nothing.
Which has not worked out at all.
Fornals has lost the ball, but it's a foul.
Got very lucky. Bruno that loves moaning again, but I mean, to be fair, there was 2 weak free kicks there. Antonio basically fell over himself, and put the brakes on, and McTominay just ran into the back of him. And Fornals has just basically done the same on Bruno, and he's still moaning with John Moss.
Still moaning.
He's pointing at him now, moaning.
Norman, it's not that cold in the bunker today. I just thought I'd like dress up, Although the other day I was at the kebab shop yesterday, and some bloke, I just clocked him in the corner of my eye, was like looking me up and down. I was like, "What's he looking me up and down for?" I had this beanie hat on. I had my face mask, which is like a massive West Ham. I had a West Ham tracksuit on. I looked like some mascot. And I looked at myself, and then I clocked myself.
I think most player liaison these days, Ross.
Yeah, I was like, look at this fucking idiot. No wonder. That's exactly what you were saying. Look at this fucking idiot. And I was like, oh yeah, I am a fucking idiot. There we go.
Full West Ham tracksuit. He's got all the stuff on.
I had this on. I had that one, the club, which is a horrible mask, like it's a half claret, half blue, the massive West Ham.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And typically, I think I've ordered one with a West Ham network on, and then with the face mask thing's going away, isn't it? At the end of this week. Brilliant. I'm glad I got that. Oh dear.
It's still just Man United throwing on the halfway line.
West Ham's version of Ty from AFTV. Yeah, it's me. I need the West Ham headphones as well. Yeah. Ty,
have you got the pink shirt? That's the question.
No, Flo has.
Good tackle from Creswell.
Flo's got it. Good tackle from Creswell. We got the ball.
That was unlucky. Well, now trying to.
That's how we're going to get through them. It's quick turnaround. It's the quick turnaround. That's how we're going to. The quick transition, isn't it? That's how we're going to get through them.
Fernandez on the ball, out wide to Tellez. Tellez into Fred, back to Maguire, just inside his own half. Maguire's looking for a big raking ball, which is his speciality, but instead he goes short to Varane. Varane wide to Greenwood, who's come short. Greenwood into McTominay, McTominay into Greenwood. West Ham nearly pitched it to get away with it, Man United. Wide to Dalot, into Fernandez, back out to Dalot, who's cut inside Creswell, left foot swinger in. And it was a swinger, to be fair.
Yeah, he
over everyone, wide at the back.
He swang at that one.
It was a swinger of a left foot from Dalot.
Yeah. Won't get much of that one, will you?
Good bit of play for Man United. Nearly got their pocket picked at one point.
Nearly.
And I mean, they only had Elanga.
Yeah, Elanga.
Ronaldo in the box, and they've both gone near post. Ball went insane over the far post, and that for a goal kick. It's 34 minutes gone, and
I know it's just like nothing.
It's
like
really
nothing game. It's nothing game, is it? Really is nothing game.
Big kick into Antonio. Antonio sort of wins it. West Ham nearly get away. You sort of get away with it out for a throw in. We haven't really offered much attacking wise, not gonna lie.
No.
We had that marauding run from Antonio that went out for a throw in. That's about it.
That was about it.
Throwing down the line, not to Antonio for once, but we still can kick the ball.
Why link gone down? Oh well.
Ran wide to
Tempo is
Maguire.
high,
Maguire bringing it out.
Passing could be improved. Yep. Passing is horrendous.
Skips wide of Bowen to Tellez. Tellez looks for the run of Ronaldo again in behind. Zuma gets around on the cover. Ronaldo's adamant for the penalty. West Ham playing on. Into Lanzini, wide to Bowen. Bowen cuts back to Soufal, into Rice. Rice looks like West Ham kicked into gear a bit wide to Creswell. Nearly cut Creswell short there though. He's had to go back to Zuma, who's played it back to Creswell into Rice. Rice, big raking ball out to Bowen on the far side. Oh, why did he let it bounce? He let it bounce, keeps it in, Bowen. He skips it for Soufal. Soufal holds off, puts cross in, gets deflected, and it's out for a throw in. Throw into West Ham.
Yeah,
John Moss, they don't seem interested. I can't hear anything, but John Moss, they ain't interested. Ronaldo's fuming, of course he is.
Nothing with that. Nothing happened with that.
No. Oh, I didn't see the close angle. It was only the first angle on the live screen, but they haven't even shown a single replay, no VR.
Just seen one.
Soufal into Antonio. Antonio into Lanzini. Lanzini into Rice. Rice just about gets wide to Creswell. Creswell all the way out to Fornals. Fornals moves back to goal. Brilliant cut inside to Rice again. Rice bringing it forward. Wide to Creswell. Creswell whips it in. Get it out. But it's offside. Who's offside? Creswell. Was that the cross? Was it Creswell? It must have been Creswell was offside.
Must have been Creswell. Must have been.
Let's see, here we go. Ball whipped in. Be hard pressed.
Yeah, that'd have been a tough one.
I mean, it is Old Trafford though.
Yep. It is Old Trafford. You're totally right. It is Old Trafford. You are totally right.
One West Hammer after Fabio Carvalho has scored again for Fulham.
Yeah, well, he's banging him in. Not many goals in the Premier League at the moment. Everything's 0-0. The game there's no goals. In fact, apart from obviously the one goal this afternoon
for West Ham. I didn't even see what it was for, but Ronaldo's getting annoyed now. Or I can see Ronaldo going in the book in a minute.
Oh yeah, definitely. Obviously, Everton lost to Villa.
Although did buy everyone a pint, so you know.
It did buy everyone a pint, but and it looked like someone threw the pint on the pitch. Well, one of the bottles got thrown on the pitch, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Brentford's 0-0. Brentford Wolves 0-0. Leeds Newcastle 0-0, and obviously we're 0-0. And Southampton Man City are kicking off at 5:30.
Gamble, well played, Zuma. Oh no, he's not played it well. He played it short. Sulfur now short. Dalot coming forward. Dalot cuts inside. Skips away from two. Out muscled by Zuma. Rice comes across. Bring it out. Down line to Creswell. Creswell, big raking ball down the line over top. Oh, he's looking for Antonio, but he's got too much on it. Again, that's a sort of ball we're going to get in on. In behind the fullback. But Man United's centre-backs were actually relatively deep. Not leaving much space in behind them.
Well, they are. They just seem very deep. I think they're worried about the pace of Antonio.
That's what it looks like. And turns, gets it back into Fred, who gets his pocket picked by Fornals. Skips around. There's a McTominay. McTominay as well. Tries to play into Antonio, gets deflected off McTominay. Maguire collects, and Man United probably come forward again. You can see the game plan. It is the game plan. It's to pick the pocket, and quick transition.
Quick.
Ronaldo's apparently in, but he's not, and West Ham intercepted.
Yeah, nothing's going on there.
I just looked away for a second, and Ronaldo's like in the box on his own, about 40 yards of space.
Yeah, but he's miles offside.
Oh, he's absolutely miles off.
Yeah, miles off. Miles offside. He's old.
And it's still intercepted, I think, by Soufal or Dawson, anyway.
Something like that. Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, interesting from West Ham, considering how deep the free kick is. I mean, surely he's got to be playing it long. Otherwise, what's the point in Areola taking it? Free kick about 30 yards out, for the offside. Areola's standing over it, but all the centre backs are standing next to him.
Yeah. Yeah, the Brentford games, as it looks like there's been a delay because of a drone.
Oh.
Mm.
Creswell. Heads
Poor.
straight out of play for Man United throw. Just inside Man United's half.
Very poor.
Again, that's come up 20 minutes ago, and there's not been a single shot since.
No. Yep. No.
Five to 1 and none on target.
Nothing since.
So anyone that wonders why we've just been talking about absolute.
Well, we do talk. I mean, the thing is, we do talk about absolute crap on the, because again, it's like there's nothing. It's like it's a really boring game.
Bones done well. They set the ball spread, skips away from him, skips away from Tellez as well, and he gets brought down. Surely that's a free kick. How is that? Look where the players are. Look where the ball went. The ball only goes that way because Bowen's got past them. So how is that not a free kick? Apart from it's Old Trafford. Dallo out wide, just inside the Man United half. So it's Fernandez back into Maguire. Maguire very deep.
I think it's time to get some Big Sam tactics foiling going. Yeah, it does seem like that sometimes. Giving Man United too much respect and
Bruno bringing the ball forward.
It's not passing well at all, Yardy. To be honest, man, we're just not.
Bruno plays a 1-2, I think, with Elanga, but cleared by Bowen, looking for Antonio, but brought down by Maguire into Fred, Tellez, Fernandez. 25 yards out, turns, tries to pick out. Greenwood cleared by Zuma up to the halfway line. Maguire just nods it back to Varane. Now Man United centre back to pressing higher up the pitch.
Yeah.
Varane, big raking ball, and he's massively over here. Out for a West Ham throw-in.
We'll have that all day. All day.
Big 6 point down at the bottom, still 0-0. Leeds and Newcastle.
Still, yeah. Looks like Newcastle have had taken Joe Linton off. He's injured.
He's actually been playing quite well.
Yeah, he gets
his newfound role of like a Roy Keane.
Yeah, but he's been taken off and been replaced by Sean Longstaff. There we go.
He's better than Declan Rice, though, isn't
he? Yeah, better than Declan Rice. But it looks like Brentford is still. I mean, yeah, all the players, their players have gone off the pitch, and the Wolves because of the drone. That's a new one, isn't it?
He's had his pocket picked by Fred. Fred 1-2 with Greenwood, swept up by Souček. Areola out to Creswell. Oh, well played, Creswell. Good control. Into Fornals, round the corner to Rice. Rice back to Zuma. Man United pressing very high here, trying to stop West Ham getting out. But they play it well.
They've done really well to play it out. There's a bit of passing for one, which was quite nice.
Dawson looking to interfere with Antonio. That was such a poor. Not poor touch. That's such a poor pass. Like he really gave Antonio a lot to do.
Yeah. Well, he did. And then
he did get a touch with Antonio, but it was such a...
And then Moyes just gives him the, come on, get up front.
Everyone up, push up.
Everyone up.
Long ball from Man United, and that'll go for another goal kick. And like I said, we're sitting here sometimes talking about rubbish, but there is... I'm not joking. I think it was on the 25th minute. We said there was 5 shots for Man United, 1 for West Ham, none on target.
It's very poor.
20 minutes later, that is still the case.
It's a very poor game.
At the moment, it looks like a game where no one wants to concede.
It's almost like the two teams are both going for a 4th place, and no one they want points rather than necessarily a point is better than no points.
Yeah, exactly. I said more than that. It's almost like a table tie. This is like Leeds Newcastle.
Yeah, where it's like
where you're at the bottom of the table and every point is like absolutely critical because 1 point could, no one wants to make a mistake, no one wants to concede the first goal. Everyone's happy with a point.
Yeah.
There will be chances, but at the moment it's just it'll take later in the game to open up probably.
I don't think there'll be much added time.
Antonio, that was unlucky. Tried to play a big raking ball. Fred under pressure. Varane under pressure. Man United have worked that very well. And now there's a bit of space, but that's a short pass. Intercepted by Souček. Antonio out to Stufal. Sufal just brings it under control. Down the line for Bowen, flicked into Antonio. He tries to lay it back to Fornals. Wide again. Lanzini gets the byline. Oh, he didn't scoop, didn't cross, didn't do anything.
Nah.
One big chance there for half chance there for West Ham. Man United clear it
right at the end of half chance.
And that is it.
That's
said
it.
no chances.
No
We're watching
injury
the wrong
time.
game, Russ, because I've just seen in the background on Soccer Saturday they've brought Reading Huddersfield up. It's 3-3 at half time.
Well, it's because they probably put that on because the Brentford games they've taken all the players off. So the person covering the Brentford games like, what got nothing to do. Someone on BBC where Brentford have taken time wasting to another level today. There we go by bringing on a drone. So 0-0 half time. I mean,
there's nothing, absolutely nothing.
There's literally nothing to talk about.
We could quickly talk about that chance at the end. That was a half chance.
The chance, the half chance at the end when Lanzini basically was inside the box, and he just basically marshalled out. I don't know what he's trying to do.
I think was it like McTominay? We were trying to play it down in the corner flag, and they worked it well.
Yeah.
And then McTominay's tried to switch it on the halfway line, intercepted by Souček.
Yeah.
Who fed it back into Bowen, who laid it across to Antonio, who's I think he's pinned Maguire or Varane on the edge of the box, and he's raided a back heel to Fornals. It was awful. Yeah. Overran it. And he said it's come to Lanzini. He's worked well past one player.
Oh, yeah, but he just couldn't
I don't know if it was Dallo that was trying to shield him out, but it was like, just kick it against him, kick it into the box.
He's got a good idea, good tactic for second half. Bring on Lingard. Oh, hang on. Do you think he can swap shirts?
Mid-game.
Well, like Sunday League, where it's like one team hasn't got enough players, but one team has got a full squad, so they lend them.
We'll give you a couple of players. Yeah.
We like to swap him out. Was a good chance.
West Ham just announced the deal mid-game. Comes out for the second half of the West Ham.
Well, it's like Di Canio when it's the I think it was the Tony. I think when we interviewed Tony Carr, he mentioned it. The Tony Carr testimonial. Di Canio went out the first half playing for the Tony Carr team, and he's only going to play half a game. But he came in, he loved it so much. He went into the away dressing room and basically picked up a shirt and then went out and played the second half for the other side. Love it. We need to get it in by the ball. So Antonio, I agree. Not a shot target by either side. Got a good game. Anybody's? Yeah. No, it's not a good game. Two teams going for the top four proper football. Yeah. What's this drone strike? There's a drone. A drone has been spotted at. So
let me try and get some news on this because we've got nothing else to talk about.
Yeah. So basically, what happened was everyone's gone. So Brentford, a drone flew over the crowd, for over the it's still Griffin Park. I don't want to, and basically they took them all off. So yeah, and Brentford have also had concussion subs as well.
Yeah, I was about to say they had a 6-minute break.
Yeah,
after 20 minutes, Matthias Jensen has come off, and Rico Henry was off. So they've lost. Yeah, and it's not a good picture. I'm trying to shut the camera. You probably can't see it from here, but
yeah,
they basically headed each other. Yeah, and it is one of them ones where it's not the back of the head. It literally is. One's come on, one's come on. They both down. They both got concussion subs. So they're both off for Brentford. And then what time was that? That was like 26 minutes past.
Yeah. And then the drone.
And then 6 minutes later, there's a drone flying over Brentford Community Stadium. So the referee Peter Banks has stopped the play again.
The reason why I talk about this because actually the first half of the Man United game has beat West Ham. Man United West Ham has been just like there's been no shots on target. I think both teams had one possible.
Any corners?
Man United had corner, and it didn't go. And it didn't go. It beat the first man, didn't it?
Yeah.
So they didn't do that. We had Bruno. Yeah. So
Ronaldo had a header that he didn't touch. Then he tried to milk a penalty that was never a penalty in a million years.
Yeah.
And then Dallo had that cross that missed everyone.
Scott, you're right. Rice, right. I mean, Rice has been everywhere. Lots of stuff. Sort of what's the word? It's sort of like water carrier type. But he's doing a lot around. You can see him running around off the ball as well.
He's doing a lot of. He's covering a lot of miles, I think.
Yeah. Do you think Zuma will play 90 minutes? He hasn't had much to do, to be honest, has he?
No, I think he will, but I don't think Moyes will play. He didn't need to.
Yeah. Would you guys make any subs by what you've seen? But I mean, I think
I haven't seen enough. The problem is you haven't actually seen enough.
You haven't seen enough, but also I think in terms of our options on the bench,
it'd be a change in tactic rather than. I mean, what? The only thing I'd be very tempted into doing, like, if we have to make a sub,
we
maybe chuck like Vlasic on, for Lanzini, and push either him or Bowen, because when we're in defence. We are playing like a very standard low block 4-4-2.
Yeah.
And Lanzini is drifting up alongside Antonio. So maybe sacrifice Lanzini, just say, sorry, you're not getting in the game. We need another body up alongside Antonio.
I know what you mean. But it's these games.
Bring Vlasic on and then push him or Bowen up, so then you've actually got a high pressing front two that can carry the ball.
But it's these games where it is quite needly and it's not like very expansive that Lanzini should be coming into his own, really, because it's about. But he's not getting any time on the ball. He's getting
again. Really, anyone is.
No, you're totally right.
That is Ranierick's thing, isn't it? That is what he would.
High press.
He's 4-2-2. That's high press.
Yeah,
which is what he's playing now. It looks like Ronaldo's playing up front with, I think, Greenwood.
I haven't seen. I mean, Greenwood has been.
The thing is, it doesn't look like a 4-2-2. It looks like a 4-3-3 or like a 4-2-3-1.
I thought it was a 4-3-3 looking at it. But I mean,
Fernandes in centre attacking mid, and it's like Greenwood and Alanga are either side of Ronaldo.
I mean, the only sub I could think of maybe is, I mean, there's been a lot in the chat about how poor Soufal's distribution's been. Do you take the? But that to me is a punt, taking off Soufal and bringing on Johnson, because Soufal is defensively stronger than Johnson, but Johnson I think offers a bit more on the pace side.
Is that you never sub a defender unless you've actually got an issue. Attacking wise and midfield wise, like in attacking sense, you take punts in subs because you go, is he leggy or can I just get something different on the game? You don't go, oh, my defence is not conceived a goal yet, but they're not offering enough going forward. I'll take a gamble and put a more attacking defender on.
Yeah.
So apparently, where is it? Connor Cody was arguing with Peter Banks. Why are we going off? Looking at the sky, like it's like one tiny little drone flying about. Peter Banks apparently just shrugged his shoulders and walked off. I was like,
I don't know. Apparently, this game is set for a 70th minute Ben Ryan, which is unfortunate, man, because he's not in the squad. Which is very unfortunate.
If you believe certain people, he's still in France, isn't he?
I think he's in France. I think he was still in Paris. I don't think there was ever any assumption he'd get here for the game anyway. He'll be back for Kidderminster. That's before he wasn't even planning.
You know what? In fairness, I just said to him, look, we've got enough players to fill the bench against Man United. We didn't expect you back this early because Algeria were literally reigning champions and favourites.
Pep's done the same. Pep's done the same with Mahrez.
So
that's what he said.
Has he got family in Paris?
Yeah, he's French. He's French defence. Yes, he's although he's from Algerian descendancy, I'm pretty sure he has. Came from France.
I'm pretty sure he went from France to Brentford.
Yeah.
So maybe they said to him, look, we didn't expect you back for a few weeks anyway. After this game, we don't play again until like the 5th of February.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
No, you're right.
So take a week off, go see your family in France.
That's what Pep said about Mahrez when they asked him about him, if he's going to be playing. He was always back.
I wasn't even expecting him. I wasn't expecting him. And it's not like we've got it's not like you got frigging Perkins, Oko Flex, and someone else playing him behind Antonio because we've had a massive COVID outbreak. And
we haven't
got hours, Lanzini, Bowen, and Yarmolenko, Masuaku ruled out. In which case you might have gone, can you get straight back because we've literally got no one to play.
I mean, if you look at the bench, I wouldn't say we haven't got. I mean, there's nothing really in Vlasic. Possibly is a gate, Fredericks for his pace.
Who did have an impact in the first game, didn't he? He got the assist in the first.
Yeah,
the first game, the League Cup.
He went off. He got injured, didn't he? Went off. And then I think that's always been the issue of our squad at the moment. Is the first 11 looks strong, but then you look at the bench and obviously you compare it to Man United's bench when they have, and that's not including obviously Sancho and people like that who are not well. When you've got Henderson, Jones, Lingard, Mata, Matic, Van der Beek, Cavani, Martial, and Rashford. That's that their bench pretty much could easily start. Pretty much most of them could start. Apart from Phil Jones, of course, could start for most Premier League sides. Whereas ours, not so much so. Let's be honest, not so much so.
Oh, in fairness, right? I just see this from someone I was going through the BBC feed, and it's put.
Yeah.
Thank goodness the 3 o'clock games aren't on TV. 3 shots on target across all 3 games.
There we go.
At half time.
We've had none.
At least it's not just us that's got a ball fest going on.
Oh dear, seems more composed in the ball than Soufal. Maybe we're saving our legs for second half. Second halves, we usually play better in the second halves. I'm just clutching. Can you hear my straws being clutched? We defended well.
5 minutes ago, Brentford and Wolves finally got underway.
Is it back again?
But they've only played about 20 minutes technically. So they had a 6-minute stoppage for for concussions.
It's like the game yesterday. They've had like a
26-minute break because of
the game yesterday. Obviously, the lights go out and they kept the clock running. So
So it was like 15 minutes of added time.
Yes, it's 15 minutes added time. So it's like coming to about 105, 106 minutes at the end. Mental. I'd have been so pissed off. That was me.
There you go. 15:53. The fourth officials held up 19 minutes of stoppage time.
Love it. Not saying Soufal not the same as last year by the sounds of it. He doesn't know. I think Soufal last year was an unknown quantity, and and I think he's had a bit of an injury. He's had COVID, isn't he, as well? I think he has made a little, But I mean, when he came back, because obviously he was injured, and then Johnson came in and played really well, and then Soufal, I remember he played a game and he started at left back, and you could tell out of the back four, he was the one like really wanting to play. Like he's determined to get back into the first team. He really wants to be playing the first team football. But yeah, I know what you mean. He's just, but then for £5 million, in it, same as Craig Dawson, £2 million. I mean, we've got £7 million for 2 players of our back four today, and then we spend 27.
I think even Cresswell wasn't that much. Was it? Cresswell was about 3, 4, 5 million.
I think Cresswell was about. I want to say it's about 5. I'm gonna have a look. I want to say Cresswell.
I might even be thinking 7, but it weren't a lot of money, was it?
It wasn't, but back in it, but it was a long time ago as well. So it's like not long time ago, but it was the transfer was a while ago.
2014.
Where is he? Cresswell, there he is, and he's paid 272 appearances, I think, for the club now. 4 million in 2014. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8th season with us. Yeah,
you pay £4 million for him.
Yeah, £4 million. Nah, from Ipswich. That's not a bad shout. These players sound better when you read them out. They do. Yeah, they do. Johnson for Soufal, Vlasic for Lanzini. I think that's a great shout, Mark. I think that's a great shout, personally. But we'll see. It's not going to happen. P's going to have
let's be honest. You're talking between the 60th to the 75th minute.
Yeah.
Before we see any subs.
I think so. If Jesse is coming here, then he should refuse to come on. Exactly, Mandy. No, I'm not coming on. That's what he should do. Lock himself in the toilet. What we got here? Scoring the 81-0 min, not playing well, not looking forward, not playing well for, but defending well. Yeah, fair play. Cresswell is not match fit. Need to bring in Johnson. I think Cresswell brings a lot more than just. For me,
the thing is, Cresswell, he brings experience.
Yeah.
But it's also, and we massively missed that when the time Cresswell's been out, he brings an actual left foot.
And I think it's taken a while for us, because Cresswell's been out for so long, I think it's taken a while for us to start spreading the play across both sides, because we were very much right heavy, because it's almost like we don't want to give it to Masuaku, or even Johnson was.
We still say, because even Johnson said Johnson was good and reliable, but
he didn't have that.
It was.
Yeah.
And there was a game he played at right back, and like the defenders just knew. They were just leaving like the gap open on the wing, and they were tucking inside because they knew full well.
Yeah,
he's not going to go look, he can put a ball in on his left foot. Yeah, he's not got a bad left foot, Johnson, but he's not left-footed. He's not going to put a Creswell whipped delivery in. It's just going to be a lump into the box. So people were like, they just stood inside waiting for Johnson to cut inside because he either cut inside and tried to cross it on his right foot, or he was just playing it backwards. And it really like cut out. Bearing in mind, our game is pretty much built on most of the time getting the wide and getting crosses in. When you know that one side is not going to put any crosses in.
That's me. You're totally right, and I think it's taken a while for us to get back into the.
I mean, I can't remember what game it was the other day. When it wasn't the Leeds game. It might have been the game before Leeds. And like, what game it was. And we brought like Yarmolenko on and Masuaku on, and Yarmolenko was on the right wing, and Masuaku was on the left wing as like a left back. But he wasn't even. It might have been a Chelsea game. I mean, obviously, he did score in the end, Masuaku, because he shanked across. But I was like. It was sort of the game where we were getting, it might not have been Chelsea, it might have been another game, but we were really getting pressure on at the end trying to get a goal. But because we didn't have Creswell, there was no left foot on that left wing. And I was like, you know what? Put Yarmolenko out there.
Yeah.
Just put him out there and just say, put crosses in the box. Don't worry about cutting inside. Don't worry about chasing the ball. Hug that touchline and put crosses in. Because you literally have a left foot. Because it was like Johnson running down to 4 now. And you're like, well, both of them are just going to cut inside because neither of them have got a left foot.
You're totally right.
And that's what we've missed for not having Creswell.
We have missed that. Just that sort of just the even distribution of it all. Do you know what I mean? It's not very even in terms of how it's all distributed. So, no, yeah, I'm totally.
We haven't got that left-footed left back. No.
No, exactly. It's a good point, man. So both teams are out. Let's see if we'll get at least a shot on target. Be nice. 1, maybe 2. Who knows? Maybe let's hopefully Man United don't get any shots on target, and we do. Oh, dearie me. Let's see. Doesn't like any subs at half time. Teams are as normal. So
Antonio's decided to start arguing with Jonathan Moss. He's walked away laughing. It looked like he was arguing with Jonathan Moss before the ball's been kicked. Like referee talking about, it's our kickoff.
It's our kickoff. No, exactly. There we go. Right, let's see what we can do.
Man United kick off straight back to Varane. Man United going for the long ball, raking, looking to Ronaldo, big head out by Dawson, Tellez into Fred, back to Tellez, back to the halfway line to Maguire, just inside Man United's half. Switches to the middle to Varane out to Dalot back to Varane. Man United going back a bit, switches it back to Maguire.
Yeah, but they're not really, isn't it? It's just like That's all we cut it out. I think that's the key. Is coming out when they transition from defence to midfield. We've got stronger midfielders.
There we go. Get down the line.
United. Out to the left hand side. Crossing. No. Anyone for rebound? No. Well, Greenwood
wasn't the best of crosses, was it?
Greenwood. No, it wasn't a very good cross at all. Very deep. Very deep.
Lanzini, who's not really got a left foot.
Mickey's in the chat. Good afternoon, Mickey. You're my friend. See, Mickey's a great example. You know, he's a Genk fan, but because we got him on, and now he's one of us. We're his Premier League side. So, Mickey, thank you for joining us as always, man. Always a pleasure to hear from you.
Ragnar, he does. You know what? It's weird because obviously he's had a lot of good press coming in from Europe.
Yeah,
but like, I just see him on touch on it, and literally had his hand in his pockets, just standing there. Like,
yeah, it doesn't.
He doesn't seem like a very animated. He's not when his manager's on the touchline, he's gonna be like shouting at you, like, "What are you doing?" You know, he's not gonna be a Duncan Ferguson, is he? He's just like very stoic.
No, very true, very true. Yeah, he's not a Duncan Ferguson.
He seems like a very stoic manager. Which, considering his whole thing is about the high energy work press, you'd think he'd be the one like drilling it into him, like here, you know. You hear Moyes on the touchline shouting out directions.
There's not a lot of like him like shouting and organising and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Just not very exciting. Let's be honest. It's not a very exciting game. Man United in the box. Oh, what's happened there?
Lingard squaring up against Dufal.
Absolutely. Yeah, nothing there.
Shot.
I think he's out for a
Tellez.
throw.
Ronaldo should have scored.
Should have scored, but it's offside.
Offside.
Yeah, the ball came. It was a weird deflection. Ended up getting back to Tellez, and I don't think
probably what the offside was. I'm guessing.
Yeah, Tellez was miles offside. So yeah.
Oh yeah, he's miles offside.
Miles offside. Miles
and
offside.
It's still well cut up by Zuma, to be honest.
He had a go, didn't he?
Ariola with the goal kick. Well, free kick anyway. Long raking one looking for Antonio. Sort of half wins it. Deck wins the second ball. I mean, he just jumped. He's like jumped through Antonio to get that Varane, like from behind him. Ref's like, yeah, that's fine. Oh, skipped away from Creswell. Ball through, laid back, knocked back to Ariola. And he just, you know what, Ariola?
Yep, fair play. Right place.
Safety first. First. Didn't risk it, just put it out towards the throw in. Didn't actually reach it, but Fernandez whips it in, cut out by Zuma. Man United looked up the tempo in the last minute.
They definitely have, yeah, they definitely have.
Why raking it out? Tellez, that's I thought Bone was going to pick that. Back to Fernandez again. Looks into the feet. Oh, it's broken to Fred. Fred shoots. Good save.
Good save by Ariola. Ball came through. Cut through it.
Got a lucky deflection. It looked like.
Lucky deflection. Took a shot. Ariola was on hand out for a Man United corner. They've definitely
Fernandez, it was a step over. Fred definitely tries to leave it for Ronaldo and deflects off right. Back onto Fred.
Straight out. Straight out.
Balls in his feet.
Let's go. West Ham on the counter. There's 5 Man United shirts. Long ball to Antonio, who's chasing. He gets Elanga. Crosses it in. No, Mickey. Very poor. Let's have a look at number save again from Mr. Ariola. Good save.
Hey, shocking, Antonio.
Yes, very poor. Not very nice at all.
Strong hands, got it away from the goal.
Did the job.
It's a nice fight for him to save it, but he made sure that he went after it. He made sure that he cleared the box to save, and
it
was no easy rebound, which is all in that position is all you wanted to do. Save it and make sure he didn't get a rebound. So I would say it was a regulation save, but it was still.
It was the right height for him, wasn't it? It was. I mean, if he hadn't saved it, you'd have been what?
Then I'd have been like, I'd be shrinking in my chair saying, "Oh, I guess Fabianski's back in."
I think everyone would have been like, "Yeah, really."
Oh, it's a poor touch from Dawson. He should do more than that. He just basically control it for Fred. Fred and Fernandez, big raking pass out to Tellez, who gets there in front of Creswell. Swept up well by Rice. Looking for an option. He's dribbling it forward. Still looking for an option. Into Lanzini. Back to Creswell. Creswell into Zuma. Zuma, brilliant play into Souček. Wide to Dawson. Dawson, don't get your pocket picked by Ronaldo. And back to Ariola. Get closed down. Big raking, hoofing ball.
West Ham.
Goodbye with the first header. Souček with the second. Bowen. Ref.
In the box. Come on, West Ham got the ball.
Good turn. Go on.
It's it. West Ham are playing around in their box, but just can't get a shot away. Couldn't get a shot away.
No, see, he had a chance there the first time Lanzini was shooting. He didn't pull the trigger.
No. Oh, foul from Soufal. Yes.
That's all right. Stops the counter attack.
As Luke said, maybe that shot from Antonio has put a spot in the pop it in the stats. I don't think that was a shot on target, unfortunately, but there we go.
A shot. Hit the roof of the net, didn't it?
Yeah, well, he said if Masuaku can do it, then surely I can.
I don't know what Maguire's trying to moan about there. Like, I mean, yes, he's got caught in the arm by Bowen, but Bowen jumped up and he just ran into the back of Bowen. Like, just fully committed.
There's nothing there.
Rice
Right,
holds off
come on,
Fred.
West Ham.
Creswell into Lanzini. Lanzini popped off to Fornals. Fornals into Socek. Socek looking for the return.
Corner to West Ham.
I'll tell you what, that was a very good return from Socek.
That was a nice bit of play, that was. Corner. Come on, this is it. This is it.
Yeah.
Frano thinks this is it. This is it. I can feel it. There we go.
I don't know if we still are, but we were the set piece kings, weren't we? I don't know if we still are.
This is our first corner of the game. Come on, boys. Come on, you Irons. Let's see what we can do, boys. Let's see what we can do. Cross comes in. Oh, it's left. Oh, I can't hit it, Bowen. Oh, hits the side netting. Lashed at it and hits the side netting. Unlucky there.
Right foot. On his right foot for Bowen. He looks disappointed.
Yeah, should have done better. Maybe he should have hit the target there. I tell you what, if he'd hit that on target, I think that would have been he would have caused De Gea some problems there, that's for sure.
He wasn't sure about it, was he, De Gea? He wasn't quite.
Amy's opening up, that's for sure. The game is definitely opening up.
Antonio. Just behind Socek. And check back to get it, but it's better from West Ham. It's a better start to this half.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we are a second half team, but
yeah, definitely are. We seem to.
Where's the ref?
But both teams seem to have
livened up in the second half.
Livened up a little bit.
It's like both managers have gone. Come on now. We need the 3 points here. We don't want the 1 point.
Come on now.
It's like before the game, all the players are like, you know what? Arsenal and Chelsea still got to play each other. A point out a bad result now.
Do you know what? I can't.
And at half time, the manager's gone. What are you doing?
We've had a drink.
Why are you playing for a draw?
Before we had a drink, let's just
like all the players met up down the pub the night before, and they've all like mutually agreed, "Oh, we're going to go for the point here."
Yeah.
And the managers weren't including. The manager's like, "What are you doing? Go and win the game."
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing? Just get a move on, you lot.
John Moss is having words with Bruno again.
Tell you what, he's got to shut his mouth, really.
You know what? He is one that actually gets a lot of
foul for West Ham. Maguire foul, very bad foul on Bowen. Oh God, Bowen's on his calf. That
has got to be at least a booking. How are you trying to say you won the ball, Maguire? I've just only seen the first angle of it on live TV. There's no way you got anywhere near the ball.
No.
Yeah, Moss has got the yellow card out.
Oh, that's horrible. We don't like to see that.
It's, in fairness, I can see why he's not happy, Maguire, because it's not the first. I think he does get a toe on the first ball.
Yeah,
but then it's the tray. He catches the trailing leg, doesn't he, with the studs?
Yeah,
and that's what's done Bowen there, and he's not.
The radio said 18 goals. 15 of Bowen's 18 goals have come at home. Yeah, it makes sense. Art King thinks Man United get a win. Thanks for joining us, Art King. Thank you very much. Come on, Deckers, indeed. Yellow for Maguire. And so the man with the magic hat, Aaron Cresswell, is taking the free kick. Come on, this is it. This is it, boys. Come on. Let's be having you, as Didi would say.
She wasn't having much. No, she was having it yesterday, didn't she?
Put some pace in it, but nothing. And then a hoof. A very big ball there by, I think it's probably Dawson. Very, very.
No, it was
Who was that? Was it Soufal?
No, I think it was like Ronaldo or Lanzini.
Declan Rice ends up going his bum. Ronaldo's got the ball in, deflected. The shot was deflected by Soufal out from Man United corner. End-to-end stuff at Old Trafford at the moment now, which is good to see for everyone. And it's half time at Brentford Wolves, by the way.
Finally just gone half time.
Exactly. Trying that in 3 seconds. He did. He certainly did. Declan Rice did run all the way back, but then ended up falling on the bum. Corner for Man United, header by, I think it was Varane over the bar. Over the bar.
Millwall were losing to Blackpool.
Ooh. Varane should have done better than that.
Bad header, you know, from Varane.
Should have done much better than that. Should have hit target there. Against the French defender, against the French goalkeeper.
I mean, that was shocking. I've just watched that back. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what that. Maybe I'm old school, but for me, you man market corners.
I hate zonal.
Spare men can go zonal. So if they only put 4 players up and you've got 7 players back, you go 4 man for man.
Yep.
And 3 can float on the edge 6-yard box.
The only thing is because
we've all lined up on the 6-yard box, and he's had a free run there, Varane.
Looks like Rashford's getting ready to come on. The only thing about that is when they do that whole sort of standing outside the box and then they run in the last second. So, but then even zonal, they've got the run on you because they're running in.
That's the problem.
So if you drift out and man mark them, you'll be running the same time as them. So Man U looking to make a first change, bringing on Rashford. Shit, fucking Rashford is too good.
Probably for Greenwood.
I would say Greenwood has been very, very quiet. Or maybe a Nang and they're going to go the 3 boys up front.
Maybe take Ronaldo off.
No, not Old Trafford.
I think
he's got the ball or overran it. Gave the ball, gave it back. And I think it was probably Dalot, maybe he was overrunning it. Yeah, it was Dalot overrun it. Nice to see the chat, everyone's singing. That's it. Everyone's singing along. That's lovely. Thank you, JD Gaming. Thank you very much. Keeping us going. All I can hear is the West Ham fans at the moment. All I can hear is the West Ham fans, which is great to see. Antonio just managed to foul himself. You'll see it in about 2 seconds, Matt. He managed to foul himself. I don't know how he did that. He's got such a bad touch. Antonio has such a bad touch.
He's like Bambi on ice, wasn't he? He's just like, he's all over the place.
Get it.
Like he took a touch and forgot to move his feet, and then he tried to take another touch when it's pulled away from him.
It's the same as the Leeds game. He was just like the first Leeds game. He was so physically dominating, and then the second time he just kept on falling over every time. Cross the Man United into the box, late, oof, and Nang at the back, sort of just inside the box, took a shot, was wide, but he should have done better there. Totally unmarked. Sufa let him go completely. Sufa was watching Ronaldo coming in, and then Nang's all on his own.
Difficult technique.
Yeah, because he was going back and trying to get something
running back on himself and then trying to hook it back over his shoulder.
Yeah,
but
it was almost like a sort of like behind, like it was going behind him, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I wonder how many kids today playing like football have tried the Sargent backheel goal that he scored against Norwich. He scored for Norwich.
The thing is, at least he meant it.
Yeah, he did. He meant it.
I remember Giroud scored one a few years back, and I was like,
yes,
he meant that.
Yes, and didn't that mean that one of our goals, because that got goal of the month, and then it was something like a Payet goal, or it might have been Andy Carroll's goal, or something.
It was Andy Carroll's, wasn't that the same month that Andy Carroll done the bicycle kick against? Alex?
And I think he got the award.
He got it.
Yeah, for basically just throwing a leg at it. Unbelievable,
Jeff.
Okay, 36. Is that Nang coming off? It looks like 36. Yeah, Nang's coming 36. Off for Rashford. Ooh. That's. I thought they'd go for it, all 3 of them.
That's harsh, I would say.
Yeah, but they're going for it. They'll go for it, don't they? That's and then Nang versus Sufal.
I mean, Rashford likes playing that left-hand side, so I get why.
Yeah.
He's got Rashford and Greenwood.
And no disrespect to Vlad, but you'd fancy yourself on a foot race against him. Well, Rashford would, not me, but Rashford would.
Yeah.
Me back in the day, yes. I mean, I used to run for Essex. 100 metres, 11.2 is my PB. Was. And there's no one can get there anywhere near that now, but yeah. Back in the day.
But I think it's harsh on Langer because he's had a bit of a first challenge for Sufal, he stood up to him.
Yeah. And I've got foreign commentary, and it's like blah, 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 Yarmolenko. I don't like that. I don't like the fact I've just heard him say Yarmolenko.
Yarmolenko.
I can't understand this word he's saying.
Deck, that is
Yarmolenko. And Deck's giving away a free kick, pulling back Rashford. It wasn't really going anywhere as well.
That's what I said. That's why it's a stupid one. He's going in the book for it.
But he's almost.
I'm not even joking, right? I genuinely mean this. If you go back over the season,
yeah,
and you made like a tiny compilation video of every yellow card he's picked up,
pretty much that.
I guarantee.
Free kick
like
from Man United,
90% of them would be that
claim from Areola. You're totally right. And to be honest, until recently, he hasn't had a lot of yellow cards at all in his West Ham career. But this season, for some reason, he's picking them up quite a lot. I mean, I
understand the tackle he's making, because there's sometimes you do need to do it.
Yeah.
But I think back to, is it the Brentford game?
Yeah.
What was the game where we lost it on the halfway line? Diop and then Dawson both lost it, and then I might have even gone down the box and got a penalty or something.
There we go, Luke. Got my binge ready. Love a bit of binge. I love it. Oh, if we win, celebrate by eating some minge. There we go.
Maybe there's times where we just don't do that pull down when you need to do it.
An absolute shocking shot from Fernandez just then. It was more like a rugby drop goal. Cleared the crossbar by about 20 yards. Ridiculous.
Conversion, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's solely conversion, the extra points.
No, just a drop goal, because conversion, you have to score a try first, don't you? But yeah.
It was not the best of shots from Fernandez.
Wasn't the best shot.
Actually, you know what? It wasn't even a conversion because it went wide. Just seen it
went wide. Well, yeah, probably would have gone over it, I reckon. But anyway, Antonio's got his second half. He's very quiet. You're totally right, Martin. Hasn't got into the game at all, in my opinion. Another cross from United.
This is the thing that frustrates me when Moyes does interviews and he talks about like transfers.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, but we don't want to buy anyone just for the sake of it. We want someone that's going to improve the first team." But I'm not being funny, but under the technicality of his words, if you don't have a backup centre forward, surely whoever you buy is better than no one.
Yeah,
surely on the standings of where they are.
I did a thing about it the other day because like he's come out and like recently and said, "Oh, I've been looking for 2 years for someone like Antonio," but then
you can't find Antonio.
But then you look at the people he was linked with. Obviously, in the summer, obviously we looked at El Nesri. He's not Antonio. He's totally different. So has his perception on what he wants as a forward changed? Because, I
mean, I know what he wants, but he don't exist anymore.
All being deflected straight out again. West Ham, they're letting Man United getting back into this game again. Now Bowen's got the ball. Bowen's turning and running.
There's only two players.
Keep going.
I can remember.
Bowen's somehow still got the ball. No, he's not. No, he's lost it. Oh, Bowen literally ran the whole length of the half there. Go on, sorry, mate. Carry on.
There's only two players personally in my lifetime I can remember that would probably match up to the same sort of style. He was unlucky there, Bowen.
Yeah.
Same sort of style that Moyes would want, and he had one of them.
Yeah,
one of them was Drogba.
Yeah.
He wants a Drogba. He wants a Lukaku.
Yeah,
and he had Lukaku at Everton.
He had Arnautovic. That was he was the best person for that job. It's opened up the game.
That's why I kept saying like Belotti.
Yeah, good shout.
Yeah. Because he's the sort of same ilk that he wants.
Even like Gabigol. Gabigol is that type of player. He drops off. He's not an out and out striker. Cabral is more an out and out striker, and so he's someone like Schlick, very much out and out striker.
But then you see that apparently he's decided he wants Ben Brereton from Blackburn,
who basically plays left wing.
Then again, though, there you go. I mean,
that's what I mean, exactly.
Left wing.
Yeah.
Antonio played left wing. That's why he wants him.
Yeah.
But he can play left wing, but
I think it's a left. I think that's a 2 for 1. Bowen's got the ball. He's turned. He's got tackled again. I think that's a 2 for 1. I think that's a Jesse Lingard replacement, and it's an Antonio replacement in terms of it gives you another sort of wing forward.
Guy that can play more than one position.
Yeah, right. And then it can all move around. I think it's that free kick to us. Yeah, I think it's a free kick. Is that a free kick?
Maguire again. He's got to be careful.
Yeah.
he's got to be careful. And John Moss is not one to shy away from it. He puts another tackle in Maguire, he could go.
Yep.
He's unlucky on that one because it's sort of.
You always got to you've always got to pinpoint him because he's always the weak link in that defence. Always. So West Ham have got a free kick, about 35-ish yards. Not a shot on target yet for West Ham. Four attempts, none on target. Man United have 11 attempts, 1 on target.
That shot from Fred.
Yes. And so it looks like, is it going to be a Bowen? No, it's a Cresswell. No, it's a Declan Rice. Sorry, Declan Rice. Straight out. Poor free kick.
They always look at this position, right? And I think, for me, the way they've done that, I would have gone Declan Rice to dummy it first.
Oh, my God. An absolute shocking ball from Souf out there. As soon as he hit it, he put his hand up to say sorry.
Oh,
that's when you know it's a bad pass.
Yeah, you know what? I disagreed earlier in the chat, but maybe I would get frigging Johnson on.
Souf was trying to find E45. There we go.
That was that was. I mean, this is about Moyes' time, is it not?
Yeah.
Come up to the 70th minute. The issue is, though, sometimes Moyes is like the old school, where he's like, if it's doing all right, don't change it.
Don't change it, yeah. If they
another free kick to West Ham.
It looks like Phil Jones is warming up.
Oh my God, he is. Is Ragnar going to put? You know what though? When he played the other night, I can't remember what game it was, and he was like the best player on the pitch.
Played all right, yeah.
Villa was it the cup game or Villa or something?
Yeah, Varane looks like he's got a bit of a knock.
He's only just come back as well.
Yeah.
So is Varane going to come off? I thought maybe they were going to pull Maguire off, a bit worried about the yellow card, but maybe it's Varane carrying a knock. Cresswell to launch one in again.
Yep, looks like it. Although my feed's
back post. That just shove in the back, but ref didn't give anything. Soufal.
Give it. It's Man
Good
United.
flick on. And again.
Back in. No.
Shove in the back again from Ronaldo. Ref's not giving anything. Rice brings it forward.
Fredericks coming on for Soufal. Fredericks for Soufal. Oh,
yeah, that don't surprise me. Oh, you know what? Is Johnson on the bench?
Yes.
Maybe he thinks we can exploit him down the wing. He wants the pace. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe it is a pace thing. Maybe he's thinking Rashford.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I'll be fair, it's not been one of his better games, Soufal.
No. And I think
defensively he's been solid and he's done what he always has to do.
Distribution, yeah.
But yeah, in terms of his attacking output, it's been a poor game for Soufal. So Fredericks on.
Yeah,
I think cause them problems, and he calls Tellez. Yeah. It was Tellez that played left back in the cup game.
Yeah,
when
they have to turn around and roasted him. And I think that's why. Lee. I think that's why. Exactly why I think they put him instead of Soufal, because you've got that pace and he scares them, and it
also covers Rashford, hopefully.
Yeah, and I think by bringing on Johnson, if they bought Johnson, it's very much just that like for like type thing.
That's a poor pass.
I think bringing on Fredericks is quite an attacking option.
It's a different option, isn't it?
Yeah, Fred says it's quite positive, and I totally agree. I don't think anyone saw that coming, and you're totally right.
You know what? At least it's for Moyes. It's actually quite a thought out.
Yeah.
Man United throw-in. Antonio's raging again. He thinks he kept it on. I mean, I tend to go to the linesman because Antonio's touch can be shocking at times.
Yeah.
Picture of Cavani sitting on the bench.
He was, yeah.
Is that because he's coming on, or is that just because he's looking angry sitting on the bench?
Yes, he's still in his tracksuit top, so I don't think he's coming on just yet.
Is he angrily sitting on the bench?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't Soufal's best game, and I think it was. I think the writing was on the wall in the first half. To be honest, we have so many defensive options on the bench.
Yeah. Like I said, that's probably the best attacking option you could have made from a defender.
Ronaldo is apoplectic. He hasn't got a penalty.
He's offside again.
Yeah.
What is he raging? Who's he raging at? He can't be raging at West Ham because unless they gave a foul.
Raging Craig Dawson. He just did a job on him. That's what he was. He had a proper defensive job on him. Yeah, he basically. That's not. Yeah, exactly.
Dawson got in front of him and got his head on the ball.
His head in the ball. And
I mean, I'd actually kind of feel sorry in that situation for Ronaldo
Sorry,
because
sorry,
basically
Matt.
I haven't got the sound on. I haven't got the
Yeah.
sound on, so I didn't know what was going on.
Well,
They've given a foul for us by a foot.
He just keeps on saying Yarmolenko, which is really worrying me. Literally, on some foreign channel, and he's like, no, Ronaldo, no, Yarmolenko.
Yeah, Ronaldo. It's not a high foot from Ronaldo. Ronaldo's tried to volley a ball that's about 4 foot in the air, but Dawson just went for like a salmon header.
Is Andy Carroll ready to come on yet? I don't think so, Norman. Unfortunately.
Ask Reading.
Yeah.
Is he still at Reading, or is his contract at Reading now run out?
I think his contract ran out. Or it's running out this month, isn't it?
I know he signed in November. It was only like a 6-week or 8-week deal or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it runs to the end of January. I think.
Well, surely they give him another one. Because in the Championship, he's actually had a very good impact.
He's had a very good impact. Very good.
But maybe like because the injuries that are told that is his level now.
Maybe.
Maybe envision to that like Grant Holt.
Yeah.
Sort of where you just do like a journey around a lot of the teams chasing promotion that want a big guy to come on for the last 10 minutes.
And then comes and then ends up going to another club.
And then the team gets promoted and he goes back down the league again to somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, I was reading that Dean Smith is looking to bring back Jordan Hugel from his loan spell. Unbelievable.
They are desperate.
Never got the chance to go in front of those bubbles.
Fred into the feet of Ronaldo in the edge of the D, back out to Tellez. Tellez has a pop shot, and that's shocking. We'll take that all day. I wouldn't say high one, Hansen, but that wasn't even like it was so wide. Does it even get considered a shot?
Yeah, just very.
It was one of them.
Very poor. Very poor.
Man United fans are looking disgruntled.
Well, I would be as well. I think it's you think there's sort of.
Maybe he's back in the dugout. He's not even on the touchline. Ragnar, they just showed him sitting back in the dugout.
That tends to be more like foreign-based like managers are like that, aren't they? They sort of you either get absolute nutters like someone like Conte, like celebrates winning, beating bloody Norwich, like he's winning the bloody league. Oh, the ball comes across West Ham. No one was there to deliver the final ball. Deck's got the ball out now. Fornals into Antonio's feet, just on the Man United byline. Have we got the throw on there? Nope, lost the throw. Lost the throw there.
Straight away, though, did you see as soon as Fredericks played that 1-2? Tellez was trying to body block him. Straight away, he was panicking with the pace.
Straight away.
Deck wins the ball back. West Ham are in this game.
They're still in this. One goal's going to get this game. I don't think you're going to have time.
It could be one of them. You're right. It could be one of those.
Poor ball by Zuma, but Dawson managed to get to it just before Ronaldo.
Knock it back to Areola. Areola pumps it long, looking for I think it was Bowen, but Maguire comes flying out to win the header. Into the feet of Rice. Rice pops it back to Dawson. Dawson back to Areola. Areola back out to Dawson. Dawson's going to pump it long for Antonio. Will it get to him? Yes, but no. Maguire wins a header. Rice wins a second header. Drops it back out to Souček. Knocks it to Bowen.
I forgot Souček.
Bowen into Rice. It's into Lanzini. Lanzini, big raking ball out to Rice. Rice drives forward. Knocks it wide to Jesse Fornals. Was that Creswell into Fornals?
Yeah.
Back to Creswell. Looks into the feet of Antonio, who's going to roll Varane. Turns inside. Still got there.
Turn Antonio.
Finally a shot on target. Finally have a shot on target.
76 minutes or 77 minutes in. First shot on target.
Probably should have laid it off as well, in fairness. I don't know if... thankfully he didn't score because he was miles offside. I wonder why he turned Varane so easily. Because he never got himself onside.
Yeah.
He was on the blind side offside.
Didn't even bother.
So it still counts though, because they didn't give the offside. So that's West Ham's first shot on target in the 77th minute. Wolves in the 48th minute have finally taken the lead against Brentford. Only
Mental,
3
innit?
minutes into the second half.
Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. We
Big
will be doing
ball
it.
from McTominay looking for Ronaldo. He bumps into him, drops up. Takes
Come on,
a touch,
clear it.
Bruno again.
Oh, God,
Goes for that drop goal,
so
Bruno.
poor. So poor. So poor. We will be doing for somewhat. We will be doing a little highlights review after this. Again, not much to talk about. To in all honesty,
Highlights. I mean, there isn't any highlights, is there?
I know. Hooray, a shot! So I mean, that's the highlight. We've got a shot.
I mean,
Basically,
we've got a compilation of Bruno sticking it into Rosette at the moment. That's about a highlight package.
pretty much, yeah, pretty much. That's what's
Ragnarok's
happening.
back on the touchline again, mate. The assistant's got a bit of paper in his hand, and that is who is that?
That's a good point, though.
Who is that woman out?
Does that? Oh gosh, that's you talking to me. Is that shot on target? Does that count because it was offside?
It does. They didn't give the offside, did they?
Oh, I thought it was offside. Anyway.
No, they didn't give the offside. Newcastle have taken the lead at Ellen Road.
Varane's down.
Big goal
Phil
in the
Jones
battle at the bottom.
Big Phil Jones should be coming on, surely.
Oh,
Big Phil Jones is coming
you can't say Antonio didn't even jump. Antonio stands there. Varane's tried to go over the top of him. He's landing an uncomfortable heat on the floor. It wasn't a soft landing for poor old Varane there, especially trying to jump over the 6 foot Antonio.
Mental in it. It's just crazy.
And like you said, Phil Jones was already warming up as it is. So. Yeah. John Joe Shelby, Lord Voldemort has put Newcastle in front.
Lord Voldemort, very good.
And Phil Jones is coming on.
Yeah, well, he looks like he's taking. It looks like he's almost concussed.
He's taking his tracksuit off now.
Baron, to be honest.
Fulham love a goal scoring game, don't they? You never get a dull game in Fulham. Bobby D. Cordova-Reid has just put Fulham 3-2 up away at Stoke. Hull were beating Bournemouth. That's a big game at the top of the championship. Bournemouth just conceded.
Both teams very poor. I'm inclined to agree, Scarlett, to be honest.
This has been, as we said at the start, this is a game that neither team wants to lose.
Yeah.
And I think that's the unfortunate sort of...
That's the trouble, isn't it? I mean, 10 minutes to play now. You know, although we've made... I mean, they did a like-for-like, really, a nang for...
And we did
for
sort of like there's a bit more attacking in Frederick's.
Ours is a slightly more attacking, substitution, which I think people will respect.
I mean, it is like you said, it is essentially if you looked on like flattened bit of paper, it is Man United swapped a centre forward for a centre forward.
Yeah,
we swapped a right back for a right back. No one's rolled the dice and gambled.
No.
That tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, Scarla wants to bring on Lingard and Martial. I'm predicting Scarla may be a Man United fan, but each their own.
Good tackle from Frederick.
Someone is down on the box. Good tackle by whoever that was. That looks like it's Frederick.
Who's that in the box now? Down. Frederick's just giving him a mouthful as well. I think it's Bruno.
Of course, it's Bruno. Of course, it's bloody Bruno.
You know what? I actually like Martial, but I don't know why he just.
Would you take him?
Oh, get off! No.
Would you get him? Would you get him in?
Oh, sorry, Martial. Yeah, you know what? I would. I was watching the replay of Bruno, and that's why I was like, no, get out of it, Bruno.
Very poor. Do you know what? I know one of these things that a lot of these players think, oh, he's got an attitude problem. Arguably, Moyes managed someone with the biggest attitude problem in the world. Oh, Cavani's
Cavani is now on for Fred. The gamble.
So there we go. Someone's gambling.
Has rolled the dice.
Yeah, that's a proper gamble.
Martial's on,
and Martial.
I didn't see him for Greenwood
now. Looks like Greenwood, yeah.
Martial's on for Greenwood.
Yep. So Man
United so that's like
rolled the dice. They've rolled the dice.
4-4-2 with
I reckon they
Bruno playing in the middle with
McTominay. They've gone 4-2-4, haven't they? Surely.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Rashford 1 week. Well, I say Rashford on the right wing, Martial on the left.
Yeah.
Vardy and Ronaldo down the middle, and you have to have Bruno in alongside
McTominay in the middle.
McTominay. So, Moisey. What's your response?
Indeed. What can our response be?
Died, skipped ahead.
Martial's got the
collects the
ball in the
again.
middle. Been cleared by West Ham now. Backs the wall at the moment.
What time are you on? Because my stream just went a bit really funny.
82 minutes and 40 seconds.
Oh, I just skipped massively in front of you.
Oh, well done. Congratulations.
83.
Shot.
Basically, I just got confused about something, and I was like, "Oh, Dallow's on the ball," and he's had like a shot to nothing.
Very shot to nothing, Dallow. Yeah.
Although that one was actually in between the sticks, so they finally get the drop goal.
No, that's cricket. That's 6 points of cricket in it as well.
That's 6, yeah.
That's a 6. God, it's a
7 minutes to go. Davy Moyes on the touchline, hands on his hips.
He ain't gonna make no change now.
It don't look happy. I mean, Ariola's played this ball out to I think Creswell on the touchline.
Yeah.
And before Creswell got to the ball, he was turned off going, I don't know what Moyes wanted him to do, to be honest.
Maybe pass it.
Maybe he didn't think that we'd actually get a touch on the ball. He actually went out for a West Ham throw.
Just
inside Man United's half. Or maybe he's upset because he's doing well. And he's like, am I supposed to put Fabianski back in when Ariola's playing well?
Yeah, I mean, I've got to spend bloody 12 million quid on him now.
Antonio's just been dumped on the floor and he's given nothing. And Fornals just put the same tackle in and won the ball. And or was it Souček put the tackle in and won the ball again? And the rest didn't give him the foul. And West Ham were not happy about it.
Oh, yeah, but that was a bit... Yeah, our tackle was a bit...
But what they would say is, you didn't give the first one.
Yeah.
So why are you then giving the second one? Both are tackles on the blind side where you got a bit of man and a bit of the ball.
God, Man United, like they've just done went to the Man United crowd. There's no animation. I thought it was a still photo.
Oh, that is so poor. Is that Lanzini? Bowen could have been away down the wing, and Lanzini's it's an easy pass, and he just overhit it out for a throw in.
He had 2 bites of the cherry as well.
There's been 20 shots combined in the game for 2 on target at the moment.
Ridiculous, isn't it? Absolutely
Man United have had 15, West Ham have had 5. Tellez looking for the 1-2, gets knocked back to Bruno, back out wide to Martial, who's running at Fredericks. Gets held up inside to McTominay. Inside to Dallow, who's playing centre forward. Overhits it. Creswell with the big clearance down the wing. It goes out for a throw on the halfway line. I thought who stepped inside there to collect the ball? Dallow. Maguire on the halfway line spreads it wide to Bruno, who's almost playing as like a...
Yeah, I don't think he's got 5 minutes.
Deep line playmaker now.
He's got less than 5 minutes anyway now.
Feet was Dallow again? Maguire in the centre circle on the halfway line, carries it forward a bit. Big raking ball out, looking for Tellez, who brings it down, plays it back to Martial. Martial looking for movement. He's pocket picked. Antonio bringing it over the halfway line. Wide to Lanzini. Lanzini wide to Bowen. Bowen looking for some help. Puts a cross in, deflected off of Bruno for a West Ham corner.
Smash and grab.
Who knows?
Is it this is when you see it now? It's like, is it a point, or do they go for it?
The big boys are up. The big boys are up for the corner.
No one's out for Man United. It looks like at the moment, which is very surprising. You surely keep. It looks like
Man United got all 10 players back in the box.
You'd keep 1 or 2 of the quick ones out to say that we don't put as many of our big boys out. But
all whipped in. Oh! Flicked on by Souček at the near post, and no one gets a touch on it at the far post. It goes out for a goal kick.
No one there. Oh, that zoom at the back.
Souček makes a brilliant run across. Probably should do better with his header, but then Antonio caught on his foot the wrong way. Antonio stepping away from the goal rather than into it.
Replay. And then Zuma's like half a step too late.
Zuma's got no chance at the far post.
No.
Probably our best chance of the game, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, best chance of the game. Yeah, I think he crossed apart from Ronaldo's in the first half. I think it's the best chance. I know there was a save for Ariola, but that was really it.
Good tackle, West Ham's ball, surely.
Right, come on, West Ham.
How are you giving that? We've made a
It's
slide
Man
tackle, hooked it
United.
round into him,
That was a great tackle.
and he's given the throw in the other direction. Like physically, the way he
Exactly.
tackled him.
How is it their ball? Indeed, Scott. How is it their ball?
The slide tackle there, the only way that ball goes out of play is if he kicks it back against the Man United player.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's just hooked it back into traffic. Varane on the halfway. Is Varane still on the pitch? Well, I commit to that statement.
Yeah, he has to.
I didn't see if Phil Jones come on, did he?
Yeah, but he couldn't because they've had three subs already. For some reason, my feed's now changed to an English one, which is fantastic. So
I've got 87, 43, 44, except it just froze.
Yeah, I'm 88 now. So yeah. Oh, I've got a friend of the channel, Ian. What's his name? Oh, it's gonna really annoy him. He's a nice bloke as well. Oh, gold. Anyway, I've got Ian on. Although it's just frozen. There we go.
McTominay with a foul on Rice. West Ham play it short on the halfway line. McTominay plays it out to Creswell.
Corner ball.
He must be in front of me again now.
No, goal kick.
No, there's no way they just gave that as a goal kick.
88-45.
It looked like Souček just kicked it, but then again, you know what? Souček didn't argue against it, so
no.
It looked like Souček kicked it into Varane.
Yeah.
Man United played quick. Back out to Varane. So it must be Dalot there.
Come on.
Big, long, raking ball forward, looking for Ronaldo, who goes over both him and Dawson. Martial flicks it onto Rashford. Rashford back to Martial. Martial whips it into the far post.
Safe hands by Areola, though.
My screen just froze and I saw the ball in his hands. I was like, oh. Literally, as contact was about to get made.
Ronaldo out just inside our box. Not a great shot, but he saved it.
West Ham now looking to try to come forward on the counter attack.
Go on, West Ham.
Declan Rice on the ball, driving forward, puts a cross in
for a corner.
Nearly was an own goal. Nearly an own goal there. Corner.
Nearly for Mr.
Rice just kept running and running, as he does sideways all the time.
Yeah.
And he's whipped the ball in his left foot. And I don't know whose head it come off. I need to see the replay, but it was going in at the bottom. I think it must have been Varane.
Varane, yeah.
Flicked off his forehead, and then De Gea's had to crawl out of the near post.
3 minutes added time. There's going to be. We will have I'm going to put in the chat the link for the highlight show, which we'll be doing pretty much straight away. Whipped in, nothing.
3 minutes of added time.
Yep.
Yeah. Whipped in. Oh no, that's two. It's 2 minutes. De Gea punched out. My stream decides to die at the last minute.
Oh no. Nothing there. Ball back out. De Gea tries to do something quick, but doesn't. It's just literally end to end. It's like schoolboy football at the moment now. Nothing's happening. End to end. De Gea tried kicking it out. Very poor kick out. Then Fredericks got into it. Nothing happened. Now Man United just got inside their half. 2 minutes left of standard play. Well, not that valid time. Ball cleared by Craig Dawson. Antonio's got the ball. Obviously, he loses it. There we go. Nothing's happening yet. They're playing it around the back a little bit now. This is proper end-to-end stuff now. This is, it's coming through. Man United got the ball just inside the West Ham half. It's gone to... it's balls in the middle. Oh, for Martial. Is that Martial? Very poor. 90-42. 91-42.
Yeah, I'm back a couple seconds behind. Yeah, it was Martial. And it was a big block.
Big chance there for Zuma. Again, he's been a colossus.
Solid. You wouldn't believe he just had 3 months out.
I mean,
reads it straight away, gets himself in front, gets the block.
All I can hear is the West Ham lot singing again. Ovs.
Lanzini.
Nothing's happened at the moment, Mandy, to be honest. Just still 0-0.
45 seconds left. Let's just try and run the game out. not forward. Bowen still got it. Oh, Bowen lose it. He should have let go for a throw in. Fredericks. Oh, he's flicked it on. Fredericks. Ronaldo's going in. Ronaldo out to Martial. Martial to Cavani. Goal.
Rashford.
20 seconds of time left.
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford. They don't deserve it in the slightest.
Do not deserve
They genuinely don't.
At all.
They don't deserve it in the slightest.
No. Man, you bloody United. Literally in the last second.
It was 0-0 written all over it.
Yeah.
And you know what? If he hadn't touched that, it probably if Fredericks didn't touch that, they probably didn't score.
Oh, hang on. Cavani looks offside to me.
He's off. He's
off. That's got to be VAR.
It's got to be VAR.
He looks off.
But is there a bit of hope for West Ham to death here? Because he definitely looks off. From the one angle I saw from the side, they've got to get the VAR and get the lines out here, surely.
That looks offside. To me, surely. Has to be offside.
No, that's the end of the game.
How?
I didn't even get the lines out. That was offside.
How was that? What? How was that? How was what?
It's offside.
That's it. And we've lost the game.
They haven't pulled VAR out. They haven't pulled the lines out.
They just didn't.
Moyes is absolutely raging. Moyes is like, what have you? What? Yeah. What? I said this, and I said this about 2 months ago. It's useless VAR, and all it's done. It was supposed to come in and close the gap between the teams, and all it's done is come in and given the big six an even bigger advantage. It's offside. He's 100. If they'd done the lines and it was one of them ones where look, toenails on side or whatever, fine. They haven't even done it.
Yeah.
They haven't even done the lines. He was offside. How have they not gone back?
Everyone is saying that he's got into Bowen, he's got into all of them. They've put their hand up like, where's the flag? Where's the flag? That is absolutely shocking.
Mate, I'm on Twitter and I've got people that aren't West Ham fans saying he's offside.
Yeah. Absolutely shocking. Oh, well, end of the day, we've lost the game 1-0 in the 93rd minute. In the 93rd minute.
I don't understand. Like I generally am absolutely baffled and raging now.
I don't get it at all.
Because yet again we've gone to Old Trafford and the rest have decided the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, totally decide the game.
In the last 3 years, the amount of games that have been settled by awful VAR in this game has been ridiculous.
Yeah.
The other year it was the one when the ball went out for a throw in, they didn't give it, and then Popper scored, and then that game turned the game.
Yep.
He's offside. Like he's literally offside.
I just don't get it at all. I really don't get that. That was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway. West Ham lose 1-0 away to Old Trafford, away at Man United at Old Trafford, with a very contentious. I mean, they're looking at all the players, and all the West Ham lot are just like shell shocked, absolutely shell shocked. Unbelievable.
That's all right, because in 3 weeks, Moyes will come out and say, "Oh, I spoke to the PGML and they said sorry, we got the decision wrong again."
Yeah, as Lee says, we are massive. They have to cheat. They have to cheat to get the win.
We're literally at the moment, I think, 8 points worse off than we should be if VAR done its job properly, which is what it's there for.
Yeah.
You can clearly see as soon as clear as day, he was offside.
Yeah, it is.
You could see Cavani was beyond the last man when they've laid it into him.
Yeah.
And they didn't even bring the lines up.
I'm looking at it again now. They've got the replay of it now. So the ball comes in. He gets it. He's miles offside. He's literally miles offside. When Martial plays it to Cavani, Cavani is. I can see how far offside he is. I can see it, man. I can absolutely see it here.
For anyone that wants the context, I don't know if you can see this on my phone. That's the pass, right? That was given onside.
Unbelievable. Right, I'm going to jump off, Matt. You can you come?
There's nowhere near half his body's offside. Like, it's an absolute beyond an absolute joke. Like, it's pathetic.
Mental. Right, Matt. I'm going to let you finish, and I'm going to jump on and do the highlight show quick. All right. Are you all right? Do that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're going to be out, so make sure I'm going to put it in the chat. There's not much to talk about, I don't think, to be perfectly honest. But I'll jump off now and jump on there. See you soon. Bye.
Right, so that has been the West Ham Network Man United watch along. Stolen by incompetent VAR at the end. It's just beyond the joke at this point. Didn't deserve to win, but then Man United didn't either. Clearly showed a lack of depth with subs. Is what it is. Top four is probably now over. I mean, are we ever really in it? Maybe not, but VAR's made sure we're definitely not in it anymore. I can see that. I've showed the picture. I can see it clear as day. It was offside. But look, that's the end of the watch along. Thank you everyone for joining. Make sure you click the link that was dropped in the chat because we're going to go over and do a quick match review. Remember to like, share, subscribe, get your comments in, jump over here. And as always, come on, you irons.